Won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wah, 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Hello, what's up? How y'all doing? Come on in. Happy Friday. It is Friday. It is Educational Friday. What's up? Come on in here. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing well. Hey, Leezy Boo. How you doing, my love? Y'all get on up in here. We got a few things to discuss. It is Educational Friday. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope y'all ready for the weekend. They say it's supposed to go down. I'm just saying. I'm lying. I ain't heard about nothing going on this weekend. Look at me. I said they say it's supposed to go down. I didn't say none of that. I'm making that up. But I hope y'all got something planned for the weekend. What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Morning Joce. I'm your host, Voodoo Doll TV, and I hope y'all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. We do this Monday through Friday. I'm here to help Joce you through your workday, okay? I'm here to help you get a couple of hours off the clock. So you can put the earbuds in, listen to me, and we gonna come over here and joke. So come on in, share the video, share the live, share the channel with people you know, especially Black Americans, because all these meetings are Negro meetings. Yes. The Morning Joce is a 100% Negro meeting. That means I'm only specifically directly talking to Black America. Anybody outside of Black America, you're more than welcome to listen, but quiet. Please don't say anything because this show is specifically for Black America, okay? So to my Black Americans, okay, I need y'all. Share the video with your comrades, with your family, with your friends, and let the people know we be around here Joce Monday through Friday. Let's get the word out so we can wake up, okay? Now, just to get into a little few things, you know the morning announcements are as follows. Black America, I love you most. Shout out to each and every one of you. I need you guys to tap in. It is time to wake up. We've been sleepwalking too long. So it's time for y'all to tap in, and you need to start doing your genealogy, or you need to start your genealogy. This is so important, especially in today's time. We're fighting a warfare about our identity. We're fighting warfare for our identity, our character, our culture, and everything else. And the only way to solidify you and who you are and your family is through genealogy, okay? So Black America, I need you guys to get genealogy started. Let's get it started. All you got to do is speak to the elders in your family. Find out who are the people who came before you, where they were, where they came from, and things of that nature. So please, genealogy is key. Also, Black America, grounding, meditation, and prayer is also, if you accompany that with genealogy, I promise you won't regret it. Please ground, meditate, pray, get back in touch with the Most High, because that's the only thing going to save you in today's time, okay? So please do that as well. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, also, I have a link pinned to the chat, voodoodolltvshop.com. If you're not on Facebook, if you're tuning in from Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, I said Facebook. If you're tuning in from Facebook, Twitch, or Rumble, please, there's a shop that I have, voodoodolltvshop.com. If you are someone you know are interested in supporting, I have a lot of merch on there that you guys can go on there and grab, okay? So please go grab some merch. We got some Babe, Black Americans versus Everybody merch. And we also have some My Ancestors Don't Play About Me merch, okay? Because one thing about it, two things for sure, mine don't play about me. You see what I'm saying? The best thing I ever did was get in touch with my ancestors. Nigga can't tell me nothing. You see what I'm saying? The best thing I ever did was find my ancestors. Yes, I did. And I ain't gonna lie, my life has been turned around for the better ever since. So please, y'all, get in touch with God and the ancestors. That's the key. So please, that, and like I said, get your Babe merch. We outside. So come on in. What are we talking about today? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Shout out to everybody sending the jewels. Thank you, Rapping Radiant. Shout out to everybody sending the jewels. What are we talking about today? Dr. Fauci, I know y'all may have heard. If you haven't, we'll talk about it today. Dr. Fauci is on trial. And for y'all who don't know who Dr. Fauci is, he's the doctor that basically introduced the COVID vaccine to us. He's also the doctor that introduced PrEP and all of these other HIV vaccines. He's also the doctor that introduced a vaccine for AIDS in the 80s, and it killed a lot of people, allegedly. So now this doctor prescribed COVID vaccines to all of the world, Craig, not the city, not the country, but the world. And all for us to find out that that was all cap, and basically the COVID vaccine was killing a lot of people. So now Dr. Fauci is on trial and he's pleading the fifth. Yeah, Meek Mills. Yeah, Meek. He pleading the fifth. He pleading the fifth. My nigga got up on the stand and said, I plead the fifth. Mind you, when the vaccine came out, one thing I will say, Black America, we're going to have to eat this and we're going to have to take our lick. Because them people told us when the vaccine came out that you will not be able to sue these people. They said it. They did not hide that. They said to everybody who got the vaccine, it's even in your paperwork when you signed up for it, they said that whatever happens from this vaccine, you can't come back and sue. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, that was all I needed to hear. Hell no. First of all, I wasn't going to get it no way. But especially when they came back and said anything happened, you can't sue, I said, oh, hell no. So I will say this, Black America, for those of us that took it, we got to take our lick, bro. The only way to learn lessons is to turn the L's into those lessons. And if we're going to act like we didn't, there's no L there, you'll never learn a lesson. And guess what's going to happen when the next vaccine roll around? There's going to be you. Shoot me up, Doc, because you haven't learned the lesson. So I think it's high time, Black America, that we sit down and we sit with ourselves. It happens to the most of us. It happens to everybody. You sit down and you realize, you know what? That wasn't the best decision I made. You know what? I messed up right there. That way you can fix it the next time. So we're going to get into it. Dr. Fauci is on trial. He's pleading the fifth, basically, AKA saying, if any of you or your family die from it, oh well, Tough Titty said the kitty, but the milk was dry. That's what he got. That's what I took from it. So we're going to get into that. We also need to get into how they want to use the African replacement theory, how they try to basically replace Black Americans with Nigerians and the rest of these Africans that they poured on top of us. And they're still trying. We're going to get into that. We also need to get into Great Britain. A lot of people come from England to America and enjoy the luxuries of light switches in the bathrooms, you know, ceiling fans. Because, you know, they don't have this kind of stuff in London, in England, right? So when they come to America, they see these things and they're so excited. Oh my God, there's a fan, there's a propeller on the roof. What is that? What is that? That's Black Americans. That's our inventions. And what today we're going to speak about is the things and the contributions we've given to the world. I've told Black America on many, many occasions, the world owes us. We created all of this, from chairs to cars, to planes, to ceiling fans, to ACs, to trash cans, to toilets. We did that. Not white America, not Asian America, not African America. Black America did that. And we're going to discuss that because, see, often the clears here in America have written off the backs of our inventions. They have been going around telling all of the world that America is great because of them. Cracker ain't created nothing in America. Nothing. Everything that America has comes from you, Black America. And we're going to discuss that because that hasn't been discussed enough. So often we hear the immigrants help build America. So often we hear about the white man and he running the general of the army and all that stuff. But we rarely hear how Black America is literally the reason why anybody has civilization. We're going to discuss it today. Stop acting crazy. So we got that going on. Spain got a whole bunch of migrants that I believe, listen, there's a whole bunch of migrants. Nope. illegal aliens that they done poured into Spain. Now, they want to act like these people came out of nowhere and decided to just go to Spain, but I'm here to tell you that's not true. The government is very dirty. So it's given to me that they invaded Spain with another group of people, and we're going to talk about it because it's not just about Spain, because they did it to us too and still are doing it, okay? So we'll get into that. We also need to get into Dean is facing up to 15 years, or is he, for some for an alleged DV situation, Dean the Great. Then we have to get into Tyler Lepley. Is that Tyler Lepley? What's the boy name? Very handsome young man. Tyler Lepley, miracle wife, new husband. Oh, we gotta Joce that. Oh, yes. For y'all who don't know, I don't know this Tyler Lepley boy. But apparently he had a big old wedding, big old nice, beautiful wedding, girl. Broke the internet with the wedding. Him and the wife was crying down at the altar. And then all of a sudden, 3-4 days later, 7 whole days later, like bald head Tony, the mistress came out with receipts saying that that's her nigga. Girl. These hoes don't play fair. Do you believe me? And he worked with toilet paper. There you go. You know, I was wondering what he did for a living. I was wondering. His name, Tyler, is too close to toilet. I should have put the 2 and 2 together. And he gives me toilet paper, type of character. We gonna get into it. Girl, listen, these hoes don't play fair. They don't. It's not like in the 60s where the side chick just stayed around the corner. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knew that was her nigga and that was your nigga too. These days, these girls not playing fair, and we're gonna get into it. So y'all come on in here. What else? Did I forget anything? Oh, and we gotta talk about how that lady off Power, who created the show Power, how she fired Ghost. Oh, I'm on her ass. But anyway, y'all come on in here. Get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you, girl. That Tyler Lepley. Well, how you say the boy name? Somebody drop down in the comments. Hold on. Is it Tyler Lepley? I don't even think I spelled it right in the thumbnail. What's the boy name? Hold on. Tyler Lepley. How do you pronounce Tyler Lepley's name? I don't know who these people. Girl, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Anyway, I spelled it right? Oh, okay, good. We good. All right, so we'll get into it. Y'all come on in here. Get the likes up. This the boy who got married. You see him? Now, I know a lot of you young ladies, y'all see a real handsome young man, don't he? Look like his face clean. Look like he moisturized and things of that nature, don't he? To y'all, right? To me, I see a punk. I saw a punk. But anyway, we'll get into it. We will get into it. Y'all come on in here. Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. He playing a lot of movies. I don't even know who this child is. Ooh, was he the security? No. Yay. Is he the security guard on P-Valley who fell in love with the girl who white boyfriend was whooping her ass? Is that him? I knew that nigga looked familiar. Is he the one from P-Valley who was sleeping with the brown-skinned pretty girl who could dance the best? What's the girl name? Diamond. That's her name. Yay. Oh, okay. Now I know why the nigga look familiar. Now I get it. He was the security who was helping up for the girl who was getting her ass whooped by the clear baby daddy. Okay, all right. We gonna get into it. Y'all come on in here. I didn't know. I knew he looked familiar though, but he looked like a toilet paper actor. All of his actors look alike. Well, one thing we can hope, because you know, Turlet only likes his booty like a spicy Latina. You feel what I'm saying? Oh no, not Latina, Latino. He like the spicy Latino booties. So hopefully Tyler Lepley didn't get hopefully he didn't get what the rest of the people get. I believe he did though. I I believe it is. I believe everybody, especially the handsome men, I believe they all got to go down to that basement with Turlet, and I don't trust it. We gonna get into it though. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. It's too much going on, girl. I was not, girl. He kissed a man, Meek Mills. Oh, she asking. I'm sorry. Let's get into the show. We got so much going on today. It is Friday, Educational Friday, y'all. Make sure y'all pull up this evening to Educational Friday. I don't know what we're going to be discussing yet, but just pull up. Pull up, pull over, and pop out. It's going to be lit. Pull up the Educational Friday for y'all who know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get some honorable mentions out the way. Oh, this was a good one. I want to speak about this lady, this black lady, y'all. This is why I tell y'all, keep y'all paperwork in order, Black America. Please keep your paperwork in order. So this black lady, I watched this video last night. This black lady bought a house. She had a boyfriend. Now, this must have been a boyfriend that she had been with for 20 years. Y'all know how them older black women be. They be having a boyfriend that they done been with for 30 years. So much so the family just start lying and saying they married. You know what I'm saying? So this lady had a boyfriend like this. Well, apparently the boyfriend died, but before he died, she put his name on the house or on the deed as an occupant. Now, this ain't like an apartment complex. I can put you down as an occupant. No, it is. Because then if I put you down as an occupant on an apartment complex, you have rights to the place. But on a mortgage, when you put a person down on your mortgage as an occupant, they is a part of an owner. They part owner. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So she decided, because her and her boyfriend had been together for years, she was just going to put her boyfriend on a deed as an occupant in case something happens to her. He'll always have a place to stay. Well, it turns out the boyfriend died before she did, and now his family is suing her in court for his half of the house. They making her sell the house so that they can get his half. According to the lady, he didn't put nothing in on the house. She was being nice, even adding his name to the deed. And the family knows that. But she said the family don't care. They coming in and they want the house. Girl, this is bad. Y'all come on in here and get the likes up on the video. It says a judge has ruled that a woman must sell her house to split the assets with the family of her deceased boyfriend. She feels blindsided by the move and reached out to Two on Your Side for help. Girl, let's get into it.
Lose your home.
I'm about to lose my home.
The story starts in 2011 when Jackson paid cash for the house.
Ooh, here's the receipt. Cash.
And what did he contribute? But 14 days later, she amended the deed, adding her partner's name, David Newman, to the property in order to give him right to occupancy. In other words, they co-owned the home. Why?
I decided to add him on so that if something happened to me, he would have a place to lay his head.
And that backfired on you.
And it backfired.
The two were together for 17 years.
He helped me to raise my children.
Then in 2022, her partner Newman died. Ever since, she's fought a legal battle to keep her home. A battle made necessary when Newman's sister filed succession paperwork in order to gain proceeds left to her after her brother's death.
She knew I added his name on my house. She knew he had no proceeds in this. So that's why I know it's a money thing that she want out of it.
As of about 24 hours ago, the house is officially on the market, something that terrifies Jackson. You're about to lose your home.
I'm about to lose my home.
The story starts in 2011 when Jackson paid cash for the house.
This is messed up. And let me tell you something. This kind of reminds me of when I bought my house. I remember I wanted to put my daughter's name on my deed, and I was getting ready to write it down. And I was talking to my underwriter because I didn't have an agent. I was my agent. I was the real estate agent. So I was talking to the underwriter, and I was telling him, I said, I want to add my daughter to the deed on my house. And I'll never forget, the underwriter was like, why you want to do that? I said, well, in case something happened, my child will always have a place to stay. Same thing like this lady. And you know what the underwriter told me? He said, I get it, and I understand your sentiment. He said, but if your daughter go out into the street right now and get into a car accident, somebody can sue your daughter and take your home. Because when you put her name down on the deed as an occupant, that means it's both of y'all house. It's not like an apartment. In an apartment, if I put her name on the lease as an occupant, that means I can't kick her out. I got to go to the leasing office and get them to take her off, or I have to either call the police. But when you buying homes, and I don't know who out here about to buy a house, this maybe somebody need to hear this. When you're buying a home and you add anybody to that deed, children, spouse, it don't matter. They automatically are co-owners of that house. Now let's fast forward to when somebody dies. We speak about it all the time, Black America. All it takes is for somebody to die, and the family is automatically at odds for whatever is left. Now, this poor lady doing something nice for her boyfriend she had been with for almost 20 years, and the family know he didn't help her buy the house. But as soon as that man died and they realized he was on that deed, now they're going to fight her for her house that she paid cash for. Her house. And the family knows that their loved one didn't put in on it. It's greed. It's greed, and it's disgusting. And I feel bad for the lady because she was just thinking, Lord, if I die, my boyfriend will always have a place to stay. Plus, like the lady said, he helped her raise all of her children. That's like her husband, common law. You know what I'm saying? And this is the worst part, Black America. Per the law, she has to sell the house. It don't matter about what we know. It don't matter about morally what's right or wrong. Per law, if he is an owner on that home, regardless to what happened before that, because the judge don't give a damn about the circumstances. All he looking at is the law. And the law dictates that anybody who's on your deed as an occupant is an owner of the home. And if they should happen to die, that is an asset that goes to their next of kin. You see what I'm saying? So please, Black America, be smart, even when it comes to your kids, because even I had to think about it. You know what the underwriter told me? When he told me, he said, if I was you, he said, I'm not telling you what to do, ma'am. Please do whatever it is you want to do. He said, but personally, I wouldn't put my own kids on my deed because God forbid, I don't want them to be collateral for somebody taking my house. And I thought about it. You know what I said? I'll just write a will. Yeah. I'll just get a trust and a will, and we'll go about it that way. That way, I don't have her attached to my home. That's what we need to know today, is be smart, be extremely intelligent. It's head over heart. Remember, it's 2026. We're out of the age of Pisces. That's the age of feeling. Now we're in the age of Aquarius. We need to be extremely intelligent with our paperwork and our finances. I know you love a nigga, but what my girl Tina Turner said, what's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? You want to go to jail or you want to go home? Okay? Poor lady got to sell her house. And you know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure his family ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And they couldn't wait for that lady to come on here. I'm sorry, they couldn't wait for that man to die so they can pull up on that lady and get her stuff. Dirty, low down. You know, that's a shame. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. And speaking of dirty low down, the Qs must have a show coming up. They must have what they call it. It must be Q weekend somewheres. The Qs done took, Cincinnati, Ohio. If you or somebody you know is in the area of Cincinnati, Ohio, stay off the streets. A bunch of old ass niggas, aka Qs, is getting off the plane. I'm pretty sure it's hooks and hoo all over Cincinnati this evening. So please, it's the weekend and them niggas is outside. If you or somebody you know is a Q, that nigga is in Cincinnati this weekend cheating and skeeting, okay? I done been to these Q things in New Orleans, and them niggas, the old niggas, is worse than the young niggas. So if you or somebody you know is married to a Q, and he going to Cincinnati this weekend, please know that nigga cheating already. Oh yeah, he cheating. Down to the ground. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. This isn't up for debate. I know, girl, you love that man. He been good to you. But this weekend, he outside and he dropping off dick like Halloween candy. I'm telling you now. So anyway, let's get into the Qs getting dropped off in Cincinnati, Ohio. And they ready. They already got their hooks up. Look.
We have a special fraternity on board our flight today, the Omega Psi Phi, the Q Dogs.
Hey, Q! Hey, Q! Q!
gentlemen, we have
Heard him? Hey, Q's, yeah. Hey, Q's, yeah. You nasty dogs, yeah. Hey, Q's, they gearing up. They gearing up. They putting dick in any hole they can find. I'm telling you now. Shout out to the Q's, bruh. I went to the one they did in New Orleans 10 years ago. It was litty. And even I was shocked at some of the things I saw. One thing I will say is them old Q's is worse than the young Q's. If you is married to a Q and he been out of school at least 5 to 10 years, the nigga is in Cincinnati cheating and skeeting and probably beating too. I'm telling you now, them niggas is nasty. They nasty dogs, like the man just said. But shout out to the Q's. Y'all have a good time this weekend. Wrap it up. Stay safe. And to the hoes out there in Cincinnati, girl, now is your weekend. Girl, head downtown. Them niggas done already went to the ATM. They got cash on hand. Girl, go downtown to Cincinnati. Please, just stand outside in front of the hotels. They desperate. They just want to drop dick off. They ready. Please, all the hoes, gather up all the hoes in Cincinnati. It's your weekend, bitch. It's your weekend. We getting money. Money. Yeah, we getting money. I should have been in charge of the hoes. I wish I had a bunch of hoes down here. I'd have shipped them up there for the weekend. We got this. I swear to God. If I, that was back in the day. I don't do that no more. Let's move on. Shout out to the Q. Shout out to they tricking off retirement checks. They risking their careers. They risking their marriages. They risking if they pastors. They risking all of that. They don't give a damn. This weekend, oh girl, please. This weekend, oh girl, them niggas outside. Do you hear me? If you in Cincinnati, go outside and tell me if I'm lying. If you in Cincinnati this weekend and you live out there, do me a favor. Carry your ass downtown this weekend and play the video and post it on the Instagram and tag me in. And I know I ain't lying. Said what I said. They said promoting 304 activities, not you, boo. Hey, man, listen. I don't judge. I feel like the hoes got to get their money too. Hell yeah. Yeah, let the hoes go downtown and get their money. They may not know the Q's coming in town. So please, tell a friend. Pay it forward. Tell one of your whole friends, girl, go downtown. Them niggas outside. I'm telling you. Facts. They out there. No cap. They out there. I mean, I would want to tell, if my friend was a hoe, I'd tell her to go out there and bitch, run me back 10%. Let's move on. For real. Speaking of 10%, did y'all see this girl that go around McDonald's and fast food and tell everybody they eating dead bodies and the people get mad at her? It's ironic. So y'all know the fast food that we eat is not real. It's not real chicken. It's not real beef. None of that shit is real. It's all cap. And this young lady goes around to fast food restaurants and tell them that they're eating dead people, because y'all are dead people and corpse and bodies and things of that nature. And the people get mad at her. OMG, let's get into it.
You're eating inside McDonald's and a girl with the white dress walks in there and tells you that there's human meat inside of the food. How would you honestly react? Because this is exactly what's happening right now. And I ain't gonna lie, she has been on a roll going inside different restaurants and just telling people exactly what it is. And the thing that gets me is their reaction. Y'all watch this.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Kentucky Fried Clones. This oil that they are frying your food in is called PDM oil, and it's actually a synthetic car engine oil. So you're consuming car engine oil by eating here. I'm just here to let you guys know.
Now, first off, shout out to her for informing the people of what's actually going on. But sadly, it is clear that these people do not care at all. But he seems more mad at the fact that she interrupted the meal instead of what's actually inside of it, which really shows me exactly where we're at as a society. Because if somebody told me that, I ain't gonna lie, we definitely packing that shit up. Then there's this KFC commercial resurfacing where somebody's literally dipping a human inside of grease, and then when he takes the human out of it, it's a piece of chicken, while everybody else around them are celebrating. But look at this. It says, believe in what? The chicken. Oh my gosh. And it says KFC. But if you don't care, you're not going to really pay attention. And I be saying the same thing with these AI data centers. They're relying on oil and gas for 70% of their power, which is ultimately polluting the air. All because the AI power demand is pushing the US grids. And the crazy part is there's literally a coin out right now that's profiting off of this. And that's why I be telling y'all to pay attention to what's going on. Because while the economy is crashing, somewhere somebody is profiting off all this. So I highly advise you to do your own research. Just comment the word coin. I'll send you a link to my Telegram where I'm sending y'all updates like this.
Shout out to the brother. I love when he said, while y'all losing, they profiting, because that's what this is all about. And we're gonna get into that when it comes to the Spain invasion. But listen, I find it ironic that people are more upset with the girl than the fact that she's telling them the truth. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody in McDonald's, they probably don't want to hear that shit, especially if they mid-chew. Them hoes probably like, girl, bye. But I promise you, when that girl leaves out of these restaurants, you're not gonna make me believe that this doesn't play on these people's minds. And I think in that case, she did the right thing. She did the right thing. You know, I like it. I think it's dope. I wouldn't do it because I'm not going inside McDonald's to tell them niggas that they eating dead bodies. They don't give a damn. You know how often I tell these niggas they eating dead bodies when it comes to this Chinese food? Every day I come on here and tell y'all that Chinese food, y'all don't even know what that is. I don't even think that's dead humans no more. That's probably some mystery meat. I don't know what the hell they feeding y'all. Bat wings. Bitch, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I come on here every day and tell y'all, leave that Chinese food alone. That stuff is horrible, nasty, it's disease, and it will kill you. And they still go back to the corner store and get their General Sour chicken. And they still, so it is what it is. That's why I say I personally wouldn't go in McDonald's and tell people that. I wouldn't. I'll just stay behind the computer screens and let the people curse me out from there. I'm not going in there so y'all can curse me out. No. Because I understand the psychology of the people in there too. Bitch, I'm already chewing. Don't come in here with that ugly ass shit. For real. Bitch, I'm already mid-chew. Get your duck ass out of here, bitch. I don't want to hear that. I done already swallowed. Girl, so I get it. I ain't foolish. I get it. I get it. I get it. That's why I wouldn't go in there. No cap. Speaking of no cap, let's get into this food. I told y'all, times are hard in society. People are really feeling it at the bank and at the grocery store. You know, I never thought people would be budgeting on groceries, but here we are. Now, the people who put us in this situation don't give a damn. Basically, they want us to just starve out and die, in my opinion. But Robert F. Kennedy suggests to Americans that they should buy cheaper cuts of meat or beef in order to stay afloat financially. He says if you buy pork steak, it's going to set you back. So basically, this is what the government is doing. What's the name of that movie y'all sent me where the man try on the glasses and he get to see the truth behind? Put it in the chat. I watched it. I can't remember the name of the movie. It's a movie where the white boy had the glasses on, and whenever he put the glasses on, he could see the real truth behind what's going on. He could see the clones. He could see whatever. Soylent Green. That's the name of the movie. Thank you, Miss Terry Elizabeth. Soylent Green is given the Soylent Green situation. On that movie, Soylent Green, all of the people were extremely poor. So poor that they were literally living in like third world looking countries, but it's inside of America. And they were eating scraps and nothing. And they were literally fighting for survival in that story. And the government at the time was basically telling the people, get it how you live. They basically was just letting the people die off. They didn't give a damn. That's the exact same thing. Even that movie, They Live. Is that the movie They Live? It's the Soylent They Live. That's the movie, They Live. Okay. It's the same situation we're going into now. So what the government or the powers that be, the enemy, what they're doing is now you're going to see a huge separation. You either going to be rich or you're going to be poor. You either going to be the Jetsons or you're going to be the Flintstones. Does that make sense? There is no in-between coming up. I need y'all to understand this. I need y'all to understand this. There will be no middle class. There will not even be just regular rich people. You will either be on the side of the Flintstones or you will be on the side of the Jetsons. Period, point blank. And that's where we're going into. And these people want to make you comfortable with that idea. So instead of you panicking now, they're going to coach you through it. So right now, here comes Robert F. Kennedy. Oh, maybe if you cut back on the cut of meat that you buy. This is all a ploy. This is what they want. Because it's going to be the haves and the have-nots. There is no in-between. I'm telling you now, there's no middle class. There's no high class. You either rich or you poor. That's what's coming up. Y'all get the likes up on the video and let's get into Robert Kennedy telling people to buy cheaper cuts of meat.
And this is true all over the country. There's a lot of good food in grocery stores that goes away. Most of the cheap cuts of meat are very inexpensive. If you buy a porterhouse steak or a strip steak, it is gonna set you back. You can buy liver or the cheaper cuts of steak that are very, very affordable. And this is true all over the country.
You heard him? This is true all over the country. Listen, thank you. Somebody said Soylent Green was the material they was using to give them food. So for y'all who don't know, whoever saw that movie, They Live, they used this product called Soylent Green. It was some shit they made in the lab. And that is what they fed the people. They didn't have access to real food. They did not have access to real meat. They did not have access to real vegetables. That was cut off. Only thing these people were eating and surviving off of is what they had called Soylent Green. And that was all they ate. That's where we're going to. So now you hear Robert Kennedy on the internet telling telling people, period. Hey, you're going to have to cut back on saving here. You're going to have to save here in order to stay afloat. They want us to basically go completely broke and then for us to fight each other off and kill each other off. That's all this is. They want us to go completely broke, lose our minds, and kill each other off. Just like in the movie, They Live. That's where we're going. And all of y'all with the food stamps and the welfare, they're going to basically tell you what you can and cannot get off your food stamps and welfare. So just like the Soylent Green, the fake food that they were feeding the people in the movie They Live, they're going to make it to where if you get food stamps, that's all you could buy. You cannot buy real meat. You cannot buy real vegetables. You cannot buy real fruit. And they're going to make the price of this stuff so expensive that if you work a regular 9 to 5, you will not be able to afford real meat. You will not be able to afford real vegetables. You will not be able to afford real food. I need y'all to understand this. Y'all tripping, bro. While we over here getting entertained, this shit is real. So I need y'all to understand it, man. Please be careful out here in these streets. And also, Black America, you are America's first, you're the world's first agriculturalist. Get back into learning how to grow your food. I'm telling you. A lot of us need to get outside and put our hands in that dirt. I swear to God. Get back into learning how to grow your own food. That's going to be your only way to survive. And even for y'all growing food, y'all going to have to learn to protect it too. But that's another story for another day. Get back to learning how to grow your own food. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up, please. Get the likes up on the video if you haven't already. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody, especially if you are new. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I want to move on to this. I saw Little Kim and Danny Lay was at, I guess, matter of fact, let me pull up a better video. I got a better, So Little Kim, Danny Lay, and their children was at, I don't know what this was. A few celebrities were there. Hold on. I know Coco, Ice-T old lady, and his daughter was there. I'm going to pull them all up. Hold on, let me get it. Y'all like the video. Here you go. It was at Amazon's Rookie Kids. I don't know. They must have called all these celebrities over there to come to this Amazon Rookie Kids. It says Lil Kim, Danny Lay, Dave East, Angela Simmons, Diamond Brown, and Ice-T and Coco's Austin posed with their kids at Amazon's Rookie Kids NYC fashion show. So it was a fashion show and it was for kids. Now, I thought that this was cute. Let me tell you why I thought that this was cute. First of all, huge shout out to Lil Kim and an even huger shout out to her beautiful little girl. Even huger shout out to her beautiful little girl. Hold on. How old is Little Kim's kid, Royal Reign?
Lil Kim's daughter, Royal Reign, is currently 12 years old. She was born on June 9th, 2014.
And she looks 12 years old. She doesn't look 16. She doesn't look 25. She doesn't look 45. She looks 12 and she looks beautiful. Huge shout out to Little Kim. especially in the society that we're in, where Lil' Kim is a rapper who was an it girl and is an it girl, and where she's under the pressures of making sure her child keeps up with the Northwest of it all, keeps up with the Blue Ivy of it all. Because listen, when it comes to fashion and things of that nature, Lil' Kim could definitely turn Royal Reign into a bigger star than Northwest. Let's really be clear. We're talking about Kimberly Denise Jones here. If she truly wanted to, she could turn Royal Reign into a bigger star than goddamn Northwest, okay? She chose not to. It seems that Lil' Kim is a real mother. She doesn't feel like having her daughter on display for the world trumps her daughter's safety or trumps what her daughter needs, okay? So for that, huge shout out to Lil' Kim. One person who gets it right. These are children we talking about here, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and 14. These are babies. They need to remain babies until it's time to be adults. They got the whole rest of their life to be grown-ass women and grown-ass men. Thank you, Lil' Kim. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. And she looks gorgeous. Don't no old man look at her and think she's 25. She looks her age. She looks gorgeous. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lil' Kim. But either way, I saw Danny Lay and her little girl there. Who else? And look at her. She's so cute. She looked like the old Lil' Kim, don't she?
Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Can I get one right here? Hey. Right here? All right, yeah.
If you are unfamiliar with Lil' Kim before the surgery, Royal Reign looks exactly like Lil' Kim prior to the surgery. Royal Reign is Lil' Kim old face. I know. For some of y'all probably saying, but she's pretty. That's the same thing I was saying about Lil' Kim when she first got the first thing done, the nose. I was saying, girl, what are you doing? I was there. I literally said the exact same thing. When Lil' Kim first tweaked her nose, the first thing she did was get her boobs done. I remember that. I was there. Okay. Then after she got the boobs done, she became the it girl for real, especially on the runways and fashion and things. And then she came back and messed with her nose. And immediately I was saying to myself, girl, what is going on? Are you insane? And then obviously we're here. But Royal Reign is literally Lil' Kim prior to the surgery. And I love that. She's a beautiful little girl. But here go Ice-T and his daughter.
Beautiful. Here you go.
All right.
Let me get one right here, guys.
What is it, season 26?
Hell, Ice-T little girl still got on lace socks. There it goes. I love it. I love it. Ice-T little girl still got on lace socks and her mother was a whore. I love it. Now, who is this?
Hey. Here you go.
Angela Simmons. Girl, I'm so tired of Angela. I am so tired of Angela. Girl, Angela is a flunky. I am so tired of her. And you could tell these people invited these celebrities and told them to bring their children. You know what I'm saying? Now, who is this? Who that is, y'all? Somebody drop down in the comments. Who that is? I don't know who that is. Who this is? Oh, Dave East and his churn. Dave East.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was Danny. That was Danny Lay. Oh, okay. No, they said Chris Brown baby mama.
The best group for I have. That's the best group I have.
Anyway, shout out to all of these beautiful children. Everybody's children look like children. I love to see it. Nobody was there as if they were 25 and in real life they 10. I love it. And like I said, beautiful shout out to Kim. That's how I know Kim is her own person, because she could definitely, like I said, turn the Royal Reign into the next big thing, but she refuses to. I love that. That's what you call protecting your children. Okay, that's what you call protection. Get the likes up on the video. Oh, did y'all see NBA YoungBoy got arrested? OM. I didn't know this. So NBA YoungBoy was speeding up the street doing 120 something miles an hour and got arrested. Now the police didn't know he was NBA YoungBoy. They just thought he was a nigga. But they found it odd that he had body cameras and not body cameras, security guards and things of that nature. But either way, they done took NBA YoungBoy down to prison. This nigga riding up the street doing 125 miles an hour. He supposed to go to jail. Let's get into it.
He's doing 109.
This guy right here?
Apparently, he's a famous rapper. Those are his, like, security guards up there.
Those guys right there? What do you want us to do with those guys?
Oh, they can... They're in their vehicles now. All right, just for a moment, just set those things right there. Okay, mind putting your hands behind your back for me?
What I'm being detained.
Okay, so right now you are being placed under arrest for reckless driving.
How was it speeding?
That's reckless driving in the state of Utah. Anything 105 miles an hour or over is reckless driving. 605. He's got his own bodyguards up there. I guess he's a famous rapper or something.
Hey, did you even have me on the speed ticket going over 100?
Yes.
I'm going to jail for speeding.
Step away.
You're now roll cop. Step away. I'm gonna have to meet you over at the facility.
Yeah. I mean, 109 miles an hour is no laughing matter. That's just what it is. It's reckless driving.
It is.
Do you know who he is?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, so he's kind of like this, well, I mean, amongst certain groups, right? He's a famous rapper, NBA YoungBoy. He just got out of BOP 30 days ago. I had him on pre-trial for about 3 years. Is there any way that he cannot be booked in, like kept overnight or whatever?
No, not in this situation. This is Park City. They deal with a lot of high-profile people. They know how to take care of people.
Yeah. I mean, he's high profile among kind of like the, I don't know, the rappers, the gangsters, you know, that type of crowd. So,
right.
The people that are probably in custody probably know who he is.
So he's doing 109.
This guy right here?
Apparently.
So he was doing 109 in Utah, and that is reckless driving. And the reason why they call it reckless driving, because you could hit somebody and kill them or kill your goddamn self. You can't do 109 miles on the interstate. In Georgia, over 85, they taking your ass to jail. Georgia's GSP don't play like that. Matter of fact, GSP, depending on how they feel, GSP is Georgia State Patrol. Depending on how they feel, 75, they might take your ass to jail. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. So 104 being the limit to go to jail in Utah, touche. I'm here for it. But yeah, you can't do 109 miles an hour on the interstate. And yes, that's automatic reckless driving. And yes, you automatically go to jail. It's only speeding with a ticket if you do 10 plus. No, up to 10. That's when they give you a ticket. Normally past 10, it's reckless driving. And I've had a few of those tickets. Now, I've never been going 109 miles an hour. But they say, allegedly, they said, I don't believe it. I've had a ticket going 90, allegedly, which I deny because I didn't do that, and 80 something. But that's a lie. I tried to fight it down at the courthouse, and the judge still made me pay, but I still maintain my innocence because one of them times they pulled me over, my car started shaking at 75. So I know good and well I wasn't going no 85, 90. That's how I know the police was lying. And you know what's crazy? When I tried to go into the courtroom and tell that to the judge looked at me like I was crazy. I said, ma'am, your honor, my car shakes over 65. It is virtually impossible for me to go 85 or 90 miles per hour. And that judge looked at me square in my face and said, pay the fine. And I swear to God, that was the true story. But you know, to each his own. The NBA YoungBoy was locked up. I'm pretty sure he's out of jail by now. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, now I ain't gonna lie, I do be speeding. Or I have in the past. But that time when that man gave me that ticket for 85, that man was lying. That cracker was lying because my car, I had an Altima, and that bitch shook at 65. Anything over 64 and a half, that bitch was in there. I was in that bitch doing the Harlem Shake. Bitch, I couldn't even drive that fast. But I know how them people play. I took the L. I had to eat that. I ain't gonna lie. I had to eat that. I felt some type of way though. Because I know I couldn't even afford to get the engine fixed on this bitch. And y'all hoes want to give me a $450 ticket? Girl, look. It was too much going on. At any rate, let's move on. Let's move on. Because I felt some type of way. I really did. Because I know that was a lie. I know it. And I still, in 2026, I maintain my innocence. That man played with me. So keep NBA Youngboy in your prayers if you choose to. But please do not clog up the prayer line. Let's move on. Let's get into Dean the Great and Adrian Broner. Remember I showed y'all yesterday that reality TV, not reality TV, because this is what it is, but streams are scripted, right? So I'm pretty sure on the script for today or whatever day this was, they told Adrian Broner and Dean the Great that you guys are going to dye your hair. Because you see, when they make all of these hundreds of thousands of dollars, it don't come for free. It's not just because they're great people, and it's not because they're super funny or talented. No, they make the hundreds of thousands of dollars so that they can put the agendas out. So now they already are told to play gay, and I think they're not playing. I think they really are gay. And now fast forward, the powers that be told them that they're going to have to go and dye their hairs today. So now Dean the Great and Adrian the Broner dyed their hairs to blonde, okay? Now, while they're doing that, it was saying that somebody was trolling Adrian Broner because he stopped working out. Apparently, AB don't work out no more. I don't watch the stream, but from what I'm hearing on the internet, is AB completely gave up on the whole shit. He don't do as much as he was doing before, and they say he back fat and all kinds of shit. Let's get into it.
Just tip $5. AB should be ashamed, having worked out, gained weight, not teaching, and wasn't rocking with the trainer. His mess with females, eat junk.
Do you guys want your beer too or no?
That's just tip $5. We thought you were making a comeback. We supported you. You're letting your fans down. You dying.
Floyd Mayweather just tipped $5. Real talk. Bong only one who stood up for your entire camp and was not scared. That's Dean Beef that Bong stood up for.
There's no fucking beef. Shut the fuck up. It gets entertainment. So damn dumb.
This just tipped $5. I've been arguing with MMA dudes all damn week. Adrian
Dean just tipped $5. Adrian, are you autistic? How do you rock and then turn out like this? Adrian, you're so fat. Fat boy, fat boy, fat boy, fat boy, fat boy, fat boy.
Yeah, spam that again. Fat boy, fat boy, fat boy, fat boy.
Just tip $5.
This must be some humiliation ritual. Because why is y'all sitting there listening? Listen, they drags me down to the ground on the internet. Girl, between Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, I get called everything but the child of God. But what I'm not going to do is sit down and listen to y'all do it, bitch. You just going to have to catch me in passing. I'm not about to sit down and listen to you hoes drag for me. Is that y'all must be crazy? You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Everybody different, but AB looks a little disappointed because the people calling him fat boy, fat boy, fat boy, and basically saying that he fell off. And a lot of people were saying that they were supporting Adrian Broner and Dean the Great, but they ended up messing up. But listen, outside of that, y'all notice they're dyeing their hair. The powers that be told them to. I don't know why, but they're doing what they have to do to make this money, okay? Please be advised. Please be advised. I don't want to play the music. Look, this after they got their hair done. This after they got their hair done. They were super excited. They were hella excited. Both of them seem to like their hair, it seems. I don't know, don't get me the line. But it seems like they like their hair. And they're excited, you know? Very feminine, very weird, but still, they are excited. Sure. Well, fast forward. So there was this thing that dropped from TMZ. TMZ dropped this story that Dean the Great was facing up to 15 years for DV. I think I got the video for that before hold on. So apparently Dean the Great got into it with some girl and kicked her off the yacht. And when he did that, the girl ended up suing. Remember I told y'all his ex-bodyguard came out and said that Dean and AB gonna have buku more lawsuits coming up? Well, we're here. So another lawsuit allegedly dropped on Dean the Great, and they were saying that he was facing up to 15 years in prison for DVing the girl. Let me see if I could before I get into this video. And now while they're on stream, Dean is seeing what's going on. Hold on. So this is from TMZ. TMZ is dropping this, okay? Let's get into it. It says Dean the Great facing 15 years in prison after alleged robbery on yacht. It says Dean the Great has been charged with felony robbery and misdemeanor battery in Miami following an alleged incident on a yacht, according to court documents obtained by TMZ. Prosecutors allege that on May 27th, a woman contacted police after claiming Dean, whose real name is Nuruddin Shabazz, where this nigga from, became physical during a verbal dispute. She told investigators he removed her from the yacht after other men attempted to speak with her, despite allegedly telling her not to interact with anyone else. It says the woman also claimed Dean grabbed her forearm to stop her from recording the encounter, leaving a minor scratch on her left arm. It says if convicted, the felony robbery charge, Dean faces up to 15 years in prison. So this is what the people were saying. This is what came out through TMZ, okay? So now all of this is going on. Dean and them is streaming, and when they're streaming is when he found out. Let's get into that video. This is Dean finding out that he's under investigation.
15 years in prison after being charged with a felony robbery and misdemeanor battery. And this from an alleged incident on a yacht in May, when a woman called the cops and claimed she got in a physical altercation with Dean after he kicked her off the yacht. The owner of the yacht handed security footage over to police, which allegedly shows Dean trying to grab this woman's phone, and a struggle ensues, which according to officers contradicts the story Dean gave them at the time. 15 years.
So that's Dean finding out, right? Okay. I want to show y'all the video that they're speaking about, because there is video of what happened. So here's the girl. Let me pull her up. Here's the girl in question and what happened on the yacht. Shout out to everybody who was there for Beyond the Music this week. This week. A few days ago, we did Beyond the Music. It's exclusive on Rumble. Make sure y'all go pull up. Remember, we were talking about how Smokey Robinson and Berry Gordy were playing with women. So if y'all don't know, we did it on Smokey Robinson this weekend. And remember, Smokey Robinson have all of these essay things coming out on him. Well, when we were going back and researching the history between Berry Gordy and Smokey Robinson, we learned that basically they would do stuff with women. So Berry Gordy would try to sleep with all of Smokey Robinson's women, and then Smokey Robinson would try to sleep with all of Berry Gordy's women. And they say that Berry Gordy was a musty dog like Rockhead. That's a whole other story. But anyway, they used to do that stuff. And I remember I said one or two things. Either it's on some Diddy shit where they friends in real life, but they really hate each other behind the scenes. So they try to sleep with each other girlfriends. Or I said the second option is they end on this together. That basically Berry Gordy allows Smokey Robinson to go flirt with his wives and his girlfriends to see what they're going to do. I said that. I believe that's what it was, because Adrian Broner and Dean the Great do the exact same thing. So apparently when Adrian Broner get girls come over to the crib, he tell all the girls they can't talk to none of the men in the house. But then he'll flip around and have the men go talk to the girls. So when he walks up on them, if the girls are talking back to the dudes, he get to tell them, don't talk to these niggas. I told you don't talk to these niggas. And that's one of the reasons why Dean is getting sued. Apparently, Dean told the girl, don't talk to no men in here. And then he must have sent AB over there to talk to the girl. And then when he saw the girl spoke back, then he kicked her off the yacht. This some Berry Gordy, Smokey Robinson shit right here. And you can tell that, no, they're going to actually say that they did it on purpose. Y'all look at the video, and this is the girl in question.
So you great. Son on your place, get out my yard.
No, for real.
Get the f*** out. Come on, you out. I told you it was cracking. Get out. Go home. She out. Nigga. Good test though.
You already know.
Yeah, she gotta go. She
You know
gotta go.
I had to run it.
Hey, get that off my yacht.
You know I had to run it. You know I had to run it, brother.
She gotta go.
You know I had to run it, brother. Had to test the
Half a business.
You hear me?
No.
Make sure you great.
Y'all see how they dapped each other up at the end, talking about, you know, I had to run it? Weird shit. Either way, this is the girl who allegedly is suing Dean the Great, and they're saying that he could face up to 15 years allegedly, right? Now, mind you, this ain't the first girl. This is probably the second or third, and she won't be the last, okay? Sorry, y'all. She won't be the last. But anyway, this is the video in question. So now all of that happened yesterday, and I'm scrolling through Instagram, and then there was another update to this story. Well, apparently this is old, and TMZ posted this as if it was new. So according to what Dean the Great is saying, that basically TMZ must have had a slow news day, so they pulled up some old shit and made it seem like it was accurate for today. Dean says he's not facing a $15 million lawsuit, and that this was all cap for the doggone gram. I don't know if Dean is in on this or not. All I know is this is weird. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm updating right now. Thank you. But posted some shit that was old. Come on, bro. Fucked up, nigga.
It says, Dean just showed text messages of TMZ apologizing to him for posting the old news of his alleged 15-year imprisonment court case over yacht robbery. Well, is it old news or is it still accurate? Is it still active? Are you still fighting this case? That's the question. Either way, this is what he posted. He said that TMZ, and he did show the text where they said they were updating it now. He did show the text where TMZ said that they apologized and they were updating the story. Either way, listen, Black America, Dean the Great and Adrian Broner are on a timeline, or they're on a, what do you say? How do you say? They're on a countdown. And I'm not saying this to put bad juju on them. It's just that I'm looking at what's happening and I can see it. Remember, they only needed Dean the Great and Adrian Broner to turn up Kick. They only got them on there and preserving them so that we can start getting used to Kick being a real platform. Remember, Kick wants to be big like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So Kick is using Adrian Broner and Dean the Great to keep people coming over there so that they can build audiences. Now, just like Twitch and Rumble, after Dean the Great and Adrian Broner turn Kick up and make Kick a household name, they're going to put white people on it. And then they're going to say white people are the reason. They're going to put white people at the top of streaming. They're going to put white people and Africans and all these other people. That's what they do. Okay? So please be advised that that's what's going on. Dean better chill out though. Because even if, I don't know, if the case is still active, then he should still be worried. But even if it isn't, he should still be worried. The reason why is because you know what? You never know what can come of this case. You never know. And speaking of never knowing what could come, this is a little random note. This clear man, you know, I see why every day, why women live longer than men. This clear man is doing a trick on this goddamn, what you call this? Jet ski, and damn near killed himself. It looked like he paralyzed himself for sure. I don't know why he decided to do this, but he did. And I wanted to share it with y'all because it's stupid. Again, men are stupid. Not all men, but some men are stupid. I don't understand the risking of the life and the adrenaline of it all. But either way, let's get into it.
Come here. Come here. I got you. 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 Are you okay? I got you. 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 No, someone drag me. I need. Go, Dylan? No. No. When an ambulance? He went through the dock.
Again, I don't know why he would do something stupid like this. I don't know if he wasn't paying attention to how close he was to shore. But if the cracker made it, I'm pretty sure he's probably paralyzed from the waist down or from the neck down or some shit like that. Now turned himself into a goddamn vegetable trying to be cool. I don't understand. I will never get it. I did go look on the page that posted it. It says a jet ski stunt turned into a frightening accident when a man riding backwards on the front of the watercraft continued at a speed toward a dock. The jet ski slammed into the structure, launching him through an extremely narrow gap between two support holes before he fell into the water. Only a few inches in either direction could have resulted in a devastating impact to his head or spine. His life jacket kept him floating face up while a friend jumped into the lake, swam over, and pulled him toward another jet ski. See pinned comment for update on driver condition. Hold on, I want to see. Where's the pinned comment? I don't see the pinned comment. I don't see the pinned comment. So there is no update. The fact that he fell between that narrow place, God must be watching out for him. I don't know. Black people, please don't be this stupid. It's summertime. I get it. Y'all be on that liquor. Please don't be white man's crazy. Please don't do it. We need everybody to have all their fingers and toes and their limbs and things of that nature. And we need everybody to be healthy, okay? We fighting a war. We ain't got time. All right, let's move on. Now, I want to get into this Spain invasion. Y'all don't know what's going on. So a whole bunch of foreigners invaded Spain. I'm going to just play the video so y'all can see. They call them migrants. But these ain't no migrants. Migrants assume that these are people from the same area who are moving around. These ain't no migrants. These is illegal aliens. So they opened the door, the floodgates on illegal aliens in Spain. It says video footage shows migrants crossing into Spain's North African enclave of Ceuta on Thursday, with many entering on foot by sea. Spanish state TV report that 2,000 to 3,000 people had crossed with the sudden surge, prompting a coordinated response from Spanish and Moroccan authorities. Let's get into it, y'all.
This is happening now. Thousands of migrants breaking into Spain through the southern border. Look at the boats. Look at the amount of people. This is happening in the south of Spain now. At what point do you call it an invasion? Are we joking? I don't understand, people. I don't get what has to happen. How many people need to show up? Look at all this. Look at the queues, the people. All breaking into Spain. It's unbelievable what's happening. It'll be in the history books. The government has to go. The government has to resign. I've never seen this before. I can't believe you'd be in power and you'd open your border to this. It is dystopia. Holy. Nobody knows who these people are, whether they've committed crimes before, whether they're fleeing persecution for rape, murder. You just don't know. Hordes of foreign people are landing on your shore and running around your country. Are these scenes not unbelievable? Can't believe it when I seen it. All the videos coming out today. This is happening now.
So all of this is going on in Spain, and you gotta know the government literally dropped them people off and put them over there. You gotta know both governments are in cahoots, allegedly, behind the scenes, and they're saying, bring all of your works over here to us and we'll accept them. Drop them off Tuesday, 9:30 in the morning, because that literally is how this works. And why is this important to us? Because it's the same thing they did to America. Remember in 2024, when we was having a doggone election and all of them foreigners, the Haitians, the Africans, the Hispanics, all them people came. That's the same thing they did to us. They do this stuff on purpose. This ain't done on mistake. This is on purpose. They say they downtown beating up all the locals. Look.
Fights are now breaking out in the streets between Spanish citizens and the Moroccan invaders. Tens of thousands of Muslim migrants have now descended on a town of just 83,000 people. Complete and total chaos. This is what happens when you're governed by leftists. Spain gave amnesty to illegal immigrants, so now more migrants are sailing onto the border. Thanks to the votes of the leftists, we have animals like this in the European Union.
Girl, I wish that girl. I would have got a real nigga to bat the piss out him knocking over my bike. I know you lying.
Fight.
Listen, they want us to start a world war. They want an internal war and then they want an external war. And they want this to be a world war. Do you understand me? Think back to the movie, I forget, the Civil War. That's what they want, but they want it to happen in all different places. So just how they dropped all them people off on Spain, the same way they did the same people over here. Now, we have a bit more control in America, but I can imagine in Spain, there's none. On top of that, they're dropping Muslim people off on top of Christians. People have religious wars all the time. People literally go to war with each other behind religion every single day. So just off the string of these people that they're dropping off from Muslims on top of Christians, you automatically starting friction. They automatically beefing. But this is done by design. And this is what happens when they put people in office only because they like them, or only because they said something cool, or because they're sweet, or because they gave out big book bags at the back to school giveaway or some shit like that. Y'all be mindful of this. Because if it's happening there, it's either done happening here, or will happen here. And we already dealing with our own levels of this. We already dealing with that because we fighting everybody against, for our identity. But I'm telling you that they want a world war. I just wanted to add that to the docket. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now we got to move on. This. I want to get into the Tyler Lepley boy. Hold on. Hold up. We got to talk about Tyler Lepley. Hold on. Oh, no. Before we get into that, we got to get on Ghost getting fired. Oh, God, no. Ghost from Power. We got to talk about Ghost from Power being fired. I'm adding this to the docket because I will say I was directly affected when they fired Ghost from Power. Let's get 50 on here. So y'all remember the show Power on what was it, Stars? There was a show called Power on Stars, and it was about a hood dude, a drug dealer who actually grew up to be a huge like politician and things of that nature in the hood. Well, tell me why the star of the show Power was the boy Ghost, played by Omari Hardwick. Hold on. Played by Omari Hardwick. He played the main character, Ghost. What I didn't know was behind the scenes, while we was loving the show, apparently the lady who created the show, who owned the show, hated Ghost. Well, she hated Omari, the real person. And because she hated him so much, she wanted to kill him off the show. And she's the reason why he's no longer on the show. And for anybody who watched Power, before they even turned it into this Powerverse crap, anybody who watched Power will tell you that Ghost was the show. There was no show without Ghost. As a matter of fact, the moment they killed him off, the show was done. It was a wrap. Like, you cannot have Power without Ghost. And I don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but whatever was going on behind the scenes, the lady who's the writer, who's the actual creator of the show, she hated him so much so that she killed him all. And really killing the show. And this is the gag. I read somewhere that her boyfriend was the guy who played 2-Bit. They said she left him on the show, but got rid of Omari. And you know, I hate this for black women because this is a black woman who created the show. I hate this for women, period, because they always say that we're too emotional to lead. And if it is true that this lady fired Omari Hardwick simply because she didn't like him, or even for any situation other than he was doing a horrible job, then that's a real bad stain on women being in power. That basically says that a lot of us, and it's true, a lot of us get so emotionally charged, we don't use no logic. Logic goes out of the window. We only act off of our emotions. This is why when a woman gets into it with a man, she might do something stupid like key your car or beat you up or shoot you or something like that. That's when women act purely off of emotions. And it's given, that's what this is. The girl who created the show, you act purely off of emotions and killed your own show because of how you felt. We got to do better than that. Let's get into 50 Cent speak about how she wanted to kill Ghost off way before that. But he ended up, I'm sorry, this is the wrong one. But he ended up saving Ghost for a little bit. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
Killing Kanan when it came time. It was one of those things where, look, at some points.
Wait, that's Kanan, not Kanan. We don't care about Kanan. We want Ghost.
Well, I was actually supposed to play Terry Cruz's role. I didn't mind killing Kanan when it came time, but it was one of those things where, look, at some points, when people have success for the first time in their career, sometimes they need it to be all as, right? So the difficult thing is if they have their success for the first time and it's a 50 Cent show, it is a 50 Cent show. Like, publicly, people look at it like it's presented by 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent. The story is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Everything is 50 Cent tied to the show. The music that's playing is 50 Cent. It got awkward for the writer, for the showrunner, because she felt like it was registering as a 50 Cent show instead of her show. And that turned into, it got weird with her behaviors and the things that was going on behind the scenes with her. And then it also was friction between her and Omari, because he was feeling like he was the lead and the star of the show.
He was.
So she was having a problem with anybody who was leading the show because she felt like it was her show, like it was hers. And it was a show rightfully as a writer, but he is the star of the show. Omari would have died. Ghost Must Die. He would have died where Kanan died, that much earlier.
Damn.
She planned to kill Omari's character off right there. And I'm like, nah. I didn't mind killing Kanan when it came time, but it was one of those things where, look, at some points, when people have success for the first time in their career, sometimes they need it to be all as, right? So,
My bad. So 50 Cent spoke about how she killed off Ghost and how she was emotional with a lot of decisions behind the scenes. And this is bad because for this reason, and I'm not going to lie, I've worked at jobs We all have. I hate working for women, specifically black women. No cap. And I'm a black woman. I can't stand working for black women. We are the worst group of people to work for. And I'm a black woman telling you this. The worst group of people, the worst manager you will ever have is a black woman. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm being real. And that's a problem. That's a huge, huge problem. And until we have the honest conversation, we'll never fix it. This lady was so much in her feelings that she created a show that could have went on for centuries if she wanted to. And you would sabotage that all because of how you feel about a person. Even if I couldn't stand Omari Hardwick, that nigga gonna be ghost till I'm tired of him being ghost. Are you insane? Nigga, we getting money. This business is booming. I don't give a damn how I feel about him personally. Let the nigga be ghost. We getting money. We can flip this and turn this into this, that, and the third. I don't care if the nigga hate me. Even if he cursed me out, I might dock the nigga pay. But he gonna be ghost. We not cutting the ghost line. No. But this what happened, like I say, this what happened when women are emotionally charged. Typically, this happens in relationships. I spoke about this a second ago. This is what happened in relationships with women. I'm guilty of it. We get it all in our feelings and we just lose it. We see red and we go ham. And that's exactly what she did. What her name is? Courtney Kemp. Let me see if I can pull her up. Courtney Kemp. This her. And her boyfriend was 2-bit. Hold on so y'all can see. This her right here. Let me see. Let me show y'all a better picture. That's her right there. And let me show you her boyfriend. 2-bit power. Weird ass looking nigga. This was her boyfriend, they say, allegedly. Can y'all? That's a dark picture. Look. Can y'all see? Y'all see 2-bit? He only had like a little half of a little. He didn't really have much going on. You know what I'm saying? He had a little something. It wasn't too much. There you go right here. That's a better picture. Now, 2-bit had 1 or 2 lines in the entire show every episode. This was her boyfriend. She kept him on, but you got rid of Ghost. Courtney Kemp. You really kept this nigga and got rid of Ghost? You know, it's telling me, it's giving to me Courtney Kemp. And again, I don't have all of the details, girl. But if it is true what they're saying, then you deserve to lose power because you're not a good person. And again, I don't know the ins and outs of what was going on with Omari. Unless that nigga slapped you, beat you, or raped you, he would have continued to be in Ghost. I don't give a damn. I'm not messing up the bag because I feel some type of way about the nigga. Especially when there is no power without Ghosts. There is none. Why do you think they tried the power verse and that shit failed? I used to try to watch it. It's trash. It's a wrap. Okay? There is no power without Ghost. And if she was smart, first of all, I'm glad 50 was able to save him as long as he did. But even outside of that, like, bro, like, I would have never done that. I would have never got rid of my baby because how I felt about the nigga. Girl, bye. Now, let's move on. Tyler Lepley. How you say his name? Say my name, say my name. Let's get him up here. Girl, they had a beautiful wedding. I'm going to do a video on this on the other channel. Lepley. How you spell it? Lepley. Girl, so let me say what's going on. I need the wedding. I just need the wedding. First of all, let's start here. Let's pull up the wedding. Tyler Lepley and Miracle Watts. Let me ask y'all a question. This is a genuine question. Who is Miracle Watts and what does she do? I used to think whenever I hear the name Miracle Watts or Miracle, the only miracle I thought about was the girl who was on Love and Hip Hop. Who is Miracle Watts and what does she do? Hold on. I've heard this name before. Who is Miracle Watts and why is she famous?
Miracle Watts is an American model, social media influencer, entrepreneur, and actress. She became known as a club dancer and an early Instagram star, gaining further attention after a shout out from Drake. She now has beauty business ventures and is in the TV series P Valley.
Oh, she played on P Valley. Now, who she was on P Valley? Who she was on? Hold on. Who did Miracle Watts play on P Valley?
Miracle Watts plays the recurring character Big Bone in the second season of the Starz drama P Valley. She is a newcomer who shakes things up at the strip club, described as a fierce fighter with steel knees and a sharp tongue.
I don't know if I remember her. This her. Hold on, let me let y'all see. So y'all can see. This the girl, Miracle Watts. This was her character on P Valley, Big Bone. Okay, that's the girl. Y'all see the girl? All right. So her and her new husband just got married. OMG. So her and Tyler Lepley. Now Tyler Lepley is also an actor on Tyler Perry stuff. He a toilet paper actor, okay? Now, apparently him and her got married. And I was seeing these videos all over the internet. And first of all, I hadn't seen a black couple get married in so long. It felt like something weird. Was it just me? The internet and social media is so filled with black women celebrating having babies out of wedlock and having boyfriends and things of that nature. I hadn't seen a black couple get married in a long time. So when I saw it, it automatically caught my eye. I love weddings. I'm a huge wedding fanatic. I will go to anybody's wedding, backyard wedding, shotgun wedding, top tier wedding. I love weddings. I just love the institution of it all, right? So when I saw their wedding, I was like, I was immediately engulfed. I didn't know who these people was, but it was so nice to see a young black couple on the internet getting married. So here's some of the footages I saw. Remember, Tyler Lepley, if that's how you say his name, he is the groom and also a toilet paper Tyler Perry star. And then Miracle Watts is a Instagram reality star. And also she's a star on P Valley. Well, not a star. She played on it. Let's get into a little bit of the footage. So that's him coming down the aisle. Beautiful venue. Beautiful venue. Beautiful venue. Look at dap your partner off. Dap all your partners off. There you go. And this the boy. Tyler Lepley. This the boy. Look. There you go. There you go. All right. So this is the wedding that was in question. I must say he looks good. He looks very dapper. Very, very dapper. I love the white jacket. It's giving old classic vintage. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure their wedding pictures ain't gonna never go out of style. See, this here is a classic wedding. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. So this is the boy. He's a very handsome young man. Too handsome for my liking, but still a very handsome young man. Hold on, we got more. I believe in dreams again. There you go. I believe that love will never end. There you go. Come on, Whitney. They got this. When I tell you the vibes is vibing, go ahead on. I should have been at the wedding. Look at the bride. Here comes the bride. Whitney.
It's okay, baby. Come on. Take your time. Take your time.
Look at her daddy crying. Even her daddy was crying, y'all. Look at her husband crying.
Thank you, brother.
Well, baby, a time was had at the wedding. You got to know it. A time was had at the wedding. They should have called me to come to the wedding. I would have loved to be there. You see what I'm saying? The time, wait, we're not here yet. a time was had at the wedding. Now, look at the pictures. Beautiful pictures. Let me see if I can find some more pictures. Some more, because we got to get into it now. How you spell his name? Tyler Lepley. Oh, no. It's with an E, I think. Miracle Wedding. Hold on. Let's pull this up. We got to see what we got to get all the details. We got to get all of the tea. Look. Beautiful.
Kiss the tongue now, whatever you want to do. Everybody in here. It's Mr. and Mrs. Tyler Lepley.
Wait on, girl. Not 03 Bonnie inside. All right. Girl is girl with me. Come on. Sex in the City. Come on.
Salute her, kiss the tongue now, whatever you want to do.
Listen, the wedding was beautiful. The wedding was beautiful. I don't know how much they spent, but the wedding was beautiful. And not only was the wedding beautiful, their pictures are gonna be classic. Do you hear me? In 100 years, people are gonna be able to look at their pictures and say, this was a beautiful wedding. It's not dated. The dress is not dated. It's lace. Lace is always classic. For all y'all getting married, if you ever want something classic that'll never go out of style, lace is one of those things. Beading goes out of style. Sequins goes out of style. Lace, when it comes to weddings, will never, ever go out of style. So y'all who getting married, you know I used to be a wedding coordinator. But anyway, y'all who getting married and whatnot, for her choosing this lace as far as the pattern on her gown is beautiful. She has a beautiful wedding, beautiful thing. All of it is just gorgeous. It just is. Let me see. Yeah, it was beautiful. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? And this is bad. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Apparently, days after these people done went down the aisle, some girl done came out and said that she had been with her husband this whole time. Yes, she did. Them people couldn't even cut their cake fast enough for the side chick came out and dropped receipts saying that she and Tyler Lepley, whatever his name is, have been screwing all the way up to the wedding. And I said, dirty low down. Tyler Lepley, how could you do this to your wife? How could you do it? And the fact that you sat up there crying at the altar, wiping your tears, moving your glasses and all of that, all for us to find out you've been cheating all the way up to the wedding, Tyler, you a dirty ass nigga. And the girl, whoever the girl is, I don't know what made her wait till after the wedding to drop the receipts. See, if she was dirty like me, I'd have dropped them bitches the day of. You see what I'm saying? I'd have dropped them bitches at the nuptials. You see what I'm saying? Everybody different. I'm just saying what I would have did. I would have dropped them receipts down during the nuptials. But she decided to wait a couple of days later. And now everybody is on the internet going crazy because we was just here congratulating these people. How did we go from congratulating y'all to now we're figuring out your husband ain't worth two nickels rubbed together on concrete? He's an alleged cheater. Child, let's get into it. Lord, the poor girl. I feel bad for the girl Miracle. It says, account shared alleged text messages claiming Tyler Lepley, that's his name, Lepley. I'm going to call him by his real name, has been cheating on his new wife, Miracle Watts, prior to the wedding. It says, as we all know, Tyler Lepley is now newly married to his gorgeous Miracle Watts. It says, what we didn't expect was for another woman to expose him. An anonymous account has popped up with alleged messages exchanged with Tyler, and they don't look too great. It says included in multiple posts were communications dating January, seemingly of this year and prior. So it's from January to prior. So that means Tyler must have been messing with the bitch and dropped her in January. And it makes sense if y'all get married in July. You need 6 months to recover. I get it. It says, included in multiple posts were communications dated January, seemingly of this year and prior. In the alleged screenshots, Tyler repeatedly makes attempts to link with this person and sends her money, even for bundles in one snapshot. In another alleged exchange, he asked her to come through and she gives a bit of pushback due to being on her period. Apparently that stopped nothing. Nasty dog. The account also showed photos geotagged with the Dominic Hotel, which is where he has supposedly invited her and Zelled her transactions with his name attached. It seems that the woman is keeping her identity a secret for now, but we all love a mystery. I guess he wasn't feeling Tyler, or she wasn't feeling Tyler jumping the broom. Girl, now you know this is a shame. Yeah, abundance and clarity. He run red lights. He speed through them bitches like a speed demon. Do you hear me? He love a good red light. He can't wait for the light to turn red. He don't even like when the light green. He loved going all the way up to stop signs and red lights and running right through them. That's what he get off on that. Nasty dog. And let me tell you something. I get it. If that was his woman, maybe. But you sleeping with women on their period and you cheating on your woman? First of all, when you understand the soul swapping that happens during sex, then you think about him sleeping with this woman during her period. What kind of witchcrafty, weird ass shit is going on here? Do you understand the amount of energy he received screwing this woman on her period? And then you probably went back home to your girlfriend at the time and screwed her and kissed on her? Come on, man. You already cheating. Don't be degrading to your fucking girlfriend, bro. Your fiance, because you knew you was getting married to her. Why would you be degrading to your fiance like that? You already cheat. That's already bad enough. You gonna screw the girl on her period? You a dirty ass nigga. And if he's screwing on her period, I know they don't use protection. I know protection ain't even up for discussion. A whole lot of sex magic. A whole lot of it. This is disgusting. Let's get into some of the receipts. It said, now this is from Tyler. He says, LOL, what you got the stank face for? You the one too tired. She says, because you don't know how much I want to. He sends a face or emoji that says, well, then come through, you mad close. She says, I want to, but my period is kind of heavy, ending right now. So LOL, so I don't want to ruin the mood, to be honest. He said, we got a shower for all that. We grown. She says, LOL, I'll come. She says, I don't have to say allegedly because everything is factual. Boots on the ground journalism. Now, this is from a burn page. Another thing, y'all so caught up with the $300 or the $350 Zelle, y'all know Cash App exists, right? So then he says, call me. She says 15 minutes, and then she says, I'm here. He says, my bad. It ended up being switched around. We ended up going to the strip club. She says, it's okay. And she says, you back in LA? He says, LOL, I'm working. How much you need? So then she sends him what she needs. What is this?
Everybody looking at me. What's going on?
Guys,
I feel like, listen, first of all, to each his own. I can't speak for nobody. But again, it's
not this the nigga, not him. This the nigga on the panel. They say the jokes write themselves. Did all of that, you should ask for way fucking more like 4,700. I don't even know what this is. Let's just get into it.
It's about like, do you like to gamble? Do you feel lucky? You know what I'm saying? Are you the type of nigga that goes to the crap table? If you really want to gamble it, you see what I'm saying? Then I guess you can be in love and cheat. If you really don't, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like, if you feeling lucky, I guess. But again, what is it? Is the risk worth the reward? Is kind of what the conversation gets into, or gets into. You know what I mean?
You
10 years. So that's him speaking about the risk of cheating, risks versus reward. So the person must have said it didn't age well. So he goes on to say, what you up to tonight? LOL, what you mad for? She sends a voice note. And then he says, oh, I guess you blocked me by accident then. Want a link today? She says, I deactivated my page. Yeah, what time? He said, I'll tell you to pull up now if it was up to me. I'm busy between 3 and 4 p.m. Otherwise, I'm open. She says, I have an appointment in Brooklyn today at 3. So I guess around 5. So they hook it up. And this is the receipt where he sent her a $350 Zelle. $20. I don't know. Come to the Dominic Hotel. Oh, that's him sending her the address to the Dominic Hotel. All of this is bad. Days after you just walk down the aisle. And this is supposed to be a screenshot from the girl being in a hotel with him, with all of his things all over the floor. Yeah. This the girl. The girl took the pictures. The girl took the pictures. And that's all his stuff. It says, I gotta be up early, but you can come through for a little while. I'm in Midtown. You coming tonight? She says tomorrow. He says the rest of this week isn't good for me. She says an emoji. He says, she says it's too short a notice for me unless you're trying to meet me later, like 12/1 or December 1st. Otherwise, if not this week, I'm on vacation next week. And he says December 1st can work. No AI over here. If that's your man, then why he over here? This is another receipt. Either way, these are the receipts that came out days after these people walked down the aisle. Days. And if you are Miracle Watts and you're the new bride, you're probably devastated. I know I would be. Behind the scenes, I wouldn't show it to you hoes. Okay. But behind the scenes, bitch, I'm in the fetal position. Because what? Like, this is my brand new husband. And even some people might rationalize this. Well, he stopped messing with her in January, so it should be good. Some people may even rationalize this as, well, girl, what happened before the marriage is different. The day one starts on the marriage. I get that. But for me, it would be the infidelity of it all. It would be the lying of it all. It would be, I can't trust you. And if this is shown to me days after my wedding, that's the Most High in the universe saying, get your shit and get the hell on. Because this is what you have to look forward to in the days coming of your marriage. That's what I would think today. Now, back in the day, no. Back in the day, it'll be like, I don't give a damn, bitch. He my husband now. Get it how you live. You see what I'm saying? But the healed me today understands that this is the universe showing you, look at what you got. This is what you married. This is what you can expect all the days moving forward. This is God, the ancestors, and the universe telling you, Miracle, hey, girl, this your man. This your nigga? This him? Look what we found. That's them telling her. Now, I'm going to be real. Some people might feel like it is what it is. And I don't think that's wrong. I think that I understand both sides. I think I understand that if some women might feel like, bitch, it happened before we got married. Now we married. It is what it is. I don't think that that's a wrong way of thinking. I just think you got to know that it's going to come back to bite you. Oh, it's coming back. But I don't think that it is necessarily the wrong thing to think. Maybe some people might feel like you want to give the person a second chance, but that's God showing you who he is. Tyler Lepley, that's his name. Tyler Lepley ain't worth a nickel. And unfortunately, y'all spent all of this time and all of this money and all of this everything on this wedding, all to find out it was all a lie. All to find out, let me get Carly Red up here. You did all of this loving and crying at the altar, and it was all a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
And I've heard that people say she pressured him into marrying her, but don't get me the line. They say that she pressured him into marrying her. I don't know. Anyway, internet goes crazy after the girl puts up the doggone post. And my girl Miracle Watts took to Instagram and she said 2 words. She posted the videos and the pictures from her wedding and said, till death. And that to me tells me that Miracle Watts is telling the other woman, Bitch, I don't give a damn about none of that ugly ass shit. He's mine. He's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. That's what Miracle said. She said till death. And you know what I said? There you go. Bitch. Listen to me. Even though I might feel like it wasn't the right decision, I love the way she executed it. My girl Miracle said, that's my boy. Okay? That's mine. With an S. And bitch, I don't give a damn. You could go up here and post his bird for all I care. Till death. That's what she said. Let's get into the pictures and the videos. I like the girl Miracle. I don't know. I like her. He gonna leave her. Yeah, he gonna dog her and leave her. But until then, my girl said till death. Here you go. Now. Oh, he gonna leave her. He gonna dog her. He gonna leave her. He gonna probably get another woman pregnant. All of that's coming. But we not there yet. My girl said until we get there, till death. There you go. And posted all the pictures. I said, ooh. I ain't gonna lie. If I was the side bitch and I posted that and I came back to the internet and this whole posted the pictures hollering till death, bitch, I'd crash out. I ain't gonna lie. Because I thought I was doing something. I thought me coming to the internet with all these receipts is gonna ruin the nuptials. But this bitch done posted on Instagram till death. I like the girl Miracle. I like Miracle. I don't know about y'all, but I like her. I like her. I like her. Now, we will be back here in the future when that nigga play in her face. We will be back here and we will be discussing how dirty of a dog he is. And when that time comes, Black America, I need us to have the honest conversation. Miracle willingly opened the door for this. Because what Miracle should have did was chuck that money up and chuck that wedding up and got the hell on. Because if that nigga lied to you and he's screwing bitches on their period, girl, he cannot be trusted. So when the day comes, because it's coming, when, not if, when the day comes and we find out he done did her dirty, we gonna come back over here and I'm gonna tell y'all, don't put this all on Tyler, because part of this is on her. Part of this is on her. And you know, I had to learn this in my own life. Even in my own relationships, all the times I've been cheated on, I had to go back and tell myself, you knew, and you willingly became a participant. So even though it's messed up that they cheated on you, you got to take some of that lick. And I do. Because every single time a man has ever cheated on me, God put it right here in my face. I have never found out a man cheated on me and didn't know prior to. And I'm pretty sure if y'all think about y'all lives, you've always been told too. And we still willingly go back behind this decision and we make the decision to just do it anyway. So that was part of my healing. I had to sit down and go back through all of these men and all of these things they did to me. And every single time, God and the ancestors gave me everything I needed to know to make the decisions. And every single time, I willingly, like my girl, hollered till death, bitch. The fuck, bitch? I don't care. I was like Miracle, bitch. It is what it is, till death. That's what I was doing. And then when shit go left at the end, I'm going, how could he do this to me? This is horrible. Again, part of my healing was realizing he got his fault, but you got yours too. And Miracle, my girl, you're a beautiful girl. When it comes out that he do you dirty, you're going to have to take your lick on this because God gave you all the receipts in front of your face and you still said till death. Now, I ain't going to lie. Behind the scenes, I know they back there windmilling on each other. I don't give a damn what they post on Instagram. Behind the scenes, she swung on that nigga because I know I would. Behind the scenes, it is not hunky-dory. Behind the scenes, they are not living in bliss. That whole ruined their whole marriage. I don't give a damn. They will never come to the internet and tell you. But this will linger over this marriage the entire marriage. She won't get one good night's sleep. Period. She will not get a good night's sleep. She will cosplay on the internet every day like they still loving in bliss. She will cosplay on the internet every day like they still happy, but behind the scenes, they're going to be knocking each other out like Holyfield. I'm telling you. Yup, every time he leave the house, yup, and you know it. Come on now. And that's gonna cause him to split up and he gonna want to cheat even more. You already know what's about to go. If the nigga phone rings, she gonna be looking crazy. When the nigga going to the store, she gonna be saying, I'm coming. When the nigga got a job, she gonna be saying, who all gonna be there? The whole marriage is ruined. The only way this marriage isn't ruined is if she's one of those women who can suppress this and never say nothing else. And those women live in misery. I would never want to be that. But anyway, other than that, marriage is over. But they gonna cosplay to the internet like it ain't. And I'm here for it. Because at this point, now it's survival of the fittest. Now it's, bitch, I'm not gonna let you win. That's what it's given to me with Miracle. Now it's, bitch, you're not about to win. And if it means I gotta stay with this nigga for 20 years to prove I'm not gonna let you win, then it is what it is. Yup, paranoid as fuck. Yup. She ain't gonna get one good night's sleep. Not one, because I know I wouldn't. I know good and well I wouldn't. I wouldn't sleep 2 hours at night. See that nigga get up going to the bathroom, he better not bring that phone. I'm already off or I'm already on his ass. Bitch, why you bring your phone in the bathroom? Who you about to call? Where you about to go? Who all gonna be over there? Drop the low. I'm pulling up. Yay! What you mean? Girl, man. And who wants to live like that? Nobody. But congratulations are in order to Miracle Watts and Tyler Lepley. I really hope y'all have a good marriage. I really do. And genuine. I really do. Let's move on. Lord have mercy. We did that. We did that. We did that. Now let's get into Dr. Fauci pleading the fifth. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Like the video, please. Where are we at on likes? We got 544 likes. That's good. Can we get some more likes on the video, please? Y'all like the video more over here than on the other channel. Shout out to y'all. So Dr. Fauci, y'all, Black America. Hold on. We all recall 2020. We were all there in 2020. The COVID pandemic happened and a lot of people were dying. Now, I'm one of those people that I can pat myself on the shoulder. When they dropped the vaccine for COVID, I did not get it. I actually lost my career in hindsight. I lost my career because I didn't get it. But it worked out in the better for me because I'd rather be here than at that career, okay? But I will say for me personally, me not taking that vaccine, it was a slow roll, but I lost my career. I did. And one day we'll have another conversation about that on another day, okay? Anyways, the vaccine came out in 2020. At first it was voluntarily, and then you had to get it, and it was mandatory. Now remember, it was never a law that you had to get it. It was only a mandate. Let's pull up the difference between a mandate and a law. Let's ask Google. What's the difference between a mandate and a law?
A mandate isn't always the same as a law. Laws come from legislative bodies, while mandates often come from executive officials or agencies. They can both require action and have enforcement, but mandates are often temporary and for specific situations, unlike laws. For legal advice, consult a professional.
Can a mandate be forced on people?
While mandates can't physically force medical procedures, they can require compliance through things like fines, job loss, or limited access to services.
AKA, they can't make you get it, but they can dangle your job over your head. They could dangle your house over your head. They could dangle your car over your head. Does that make sense? Are y'all tracking? So now we know the difference between a mandate and a law. A mandate is done by executives, not by the actual law. And it's not, you don't have to do it. You don't. They just dangle the things that you need over your head. And it's up to you to sit down and say to yourself, is it this serious? Do I absolutely need this? Because if not, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And if so, I will. Now, this is extremely important because when COVID came around with that vaccine, it was never a law. It was a mandate. I'm going to say it one more time. When the COVID vaccine was released, it was never in the law that nobody had to get it. It was simply a mandate. And how they made you guys get it was they dangled your jobs, your houses, and all of your other securities over your head. They told you that if you don't get this vaccine, you're going to lose your job. Or if you don't get this vaccine, you're going to lose your house. Or if you don't get this vaccine, you're going to lose your car, and so on and so forth. You're going to lose your ability to travel. You're going to lose this. You're going to lose your ability to, and it scared people. And it scared everybody. I watched people run frantically. People who said when it was voluntarily, I swear to God, I did my own personal poll. And when this vaccine was a voluntary situation, 99.9% of Black Americans said, hell no, I ain't getting it. You ain't gonna make me get it. But the moment they started dangling y'all jobs and y'all cars over y'all heads, y'all folded like paper towels. I gotta say that part. Yes, you did. You folded like Sherman. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Like a bounty sheet, a bounty roll. You bitches started. I watched it in real time. And this is the gag. If a third, not half, if 1/3 of the people had stood up and said, you know what, this is unfair and you're not going to hold our jobs over our head, do you know that this mandate would have completely disappeared? I'm going to say it one more time. If 1/3 of the population, not the entire people, even at a job, if 1/3 of the job, if 1/3 of the community, if 1/3 of the church, if 1/3 of any of these groups of people has stood up and said, you're not going to force this mandate on us, do you know that the mandate would have literally went away? It would have disappeared. But because most people are followers and they don't question things, they saw the mandate, saw the people dangling everything over their heads, and they panicked. So what did they do? And that wasn't the worst part. That wasn't even the worst of it all. Because I got to say this part. All y'all who got scared and rolled up your sleeve and went down there, not only did you do that, you turned around and you went off on the Black Americans who aren't vaccinated. Oh, yeah. You bitches started going off on other Black Americans because you was mad because you folded and they didn't. Yes, you did. Oh, you can't come to my party if you're not vaccinated. Oh, you not coming by my house if you not vaccinated. Oh, see, this y'all problem. This why the disease spreading all over the place. Because all of the unvaccinated. It's the unvaccinated. See, you not coming by grandma's house because you not vaccinated. You not. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And if you honest with yourself, you would say, I ain't gonna lie, I did do that. You did do that. Yes, you did. You did that. And what you didn't realize was because you fell for the banana in the tailpipe, what you were doing is what the enemy wanted you to do. Then reinforce it on your peers. So now people start the same way they held your job over your head, you held your relationships over other people's heads. Oh, you can't come by my house because you're not vaccinated. So now I can't go see my grandma? No. So now I don't have a grandma during COVID because I'm not vaccinated. Okay. You can't come by my house to the party because you're not vaccinated. So I can't come to my little niece's birthday party? No. So now I have to cut off my relationship with my little. The same way they dangled your job over your head, you dangled your relationships over your people's heads. You did the exact same thing they did to you, to your peers. I gotta say it. Unapologetically too. I don't give a fuck who mad about it because it's the truth. Don't care. Unsubscribe. Don't care. That's what you did. That's exactly what you did. You turned around and flipped that shit on your own family. And this is the gag. Some of y'all families folded. Some of y'all families said, oh my God, I can't go without seeing my grandma. Let me go get the shot. Oh my God, I can't go without seeing my mama. Let me go get the shot. Oh my God, I can't go without seeing my boyfriend or my cousin. And y'all did that shit. Whole time you're helping the powers that be spread that poison amongst the masses. So now because you got the shot, now you want to forward that shit on everybody else and make them get the shot. Y'all drag. I watched you bitches come online and say that people who unvaccinated shouldn't get treated at hospitals. Yes, you did. I watched you bitches come on the internet. Y'all drag the unvaccinated for filth. And I want to be a representative of the unvaccinated to say, nan, nanny, boo-boo, bitch. Nan, nanny, boo-boo. Because after y'all dragged for us, now y'all stuck with the poison in y'all body and we not. And on top of that, how many family members did we lose from that goddamn vaccine? How many of our families did we lose from the vaccine? I need the answers. Because y'all gonna let the hospital lie to you and tell you, oh no, it wasn't the vaccine, it was the ventilator. Oh no, it wasn't the vaccine, she broke her toe. Well, I'll be damned. She was healthy before the vaccine. Soon as she get the vaccine, now she dead. But y'all want us to believe it wasn't that, huh? Why is this important? Dr. Fauci, the scientist, because he's not a medical doctor, the scientist who told you and dangled your job over your head, told you that when y'all get this shot, you can't come back and sue us. If you die, you can't sue. If you get sick, you can't sue. Anything happen to you after you take this shot, you cannot sue. They said it. They put it on all the platforms. If you didn't catch it, it was because you was ignorant. They made it clear that anybody get these vaccines, anything happen to you, you're dead. You cannot come back and sue. You can't do shit. And y'all still was down there. Yes, you was. I watched it. Yes, you was. It didn't, none of that matter. Y'all wanted to travel more than anything. Y'all wanted to be around and be in the in crowd more than anything. So now why is this important? Dr. Fauci, the one who told y'all to go get it, he's on trial. Because how many people died from that very vaccine? Got cancers, turbo cancers, AIDS. That's AIDS. That's another AIDS that come from the COVID. Y'all wonder why herpes running rampant in the hood. All y'all with the vaccine, huh? On top of the stuff that they put. All of this stuff came from the vaccine. The cancers is going through the roof. Before COVID, you had to be 40, 50 years old to get cancer. After COVID, 20, 15, 16. 18, 25, 30. And I'm talking about aggressive cancer. Stage 5. We're not even talking about the regular little 1, 2 yin yin. No. After the COVID vaccine, people was getting turbo cancer, stage 5 cancers. You getting diagnosed with cancer and your ass is dead in 6 months after the vaccine. Yup, strokes, heart attacks, all of that right after the vaccine. All of that came. I seen a girl on my on my Facebook. I went to school. Now I don't think I went to school with. This girl was in her 20s. She was a bigger girl. But that girl went got the vaccine, posted her vaccine picture on Monday. The girl was dead on Wednesday. And people was in the comments saying, she didn't die from the vaccine. I'll be fucked. Well, what else she died from? And I don't give a damn how big she was. This girl used to be second lining. This girl used to be outside. The girl weight ain't never been no problem till after she rolled up her sleeve. And I'm sitting here saying, how can people not see that this girl didn't die from this vaccine? I was appalled. I couldn't believe it. Fauci is on here at trial. And listen, Black America, the reason why we're going over this hard like this is because I need y'all to remember, because I keep telling y'all a new COVID is coming. It may not be COVID, it's something different, but a new one is coming. And these people, first of all, Dr. Fauci, I believe, is a eugenics, okay? I believe that Dr. Fauci is no different from, what's that clear lady and Walter Plecker and all that. He is a eugenics. He doesn't want the population to be what it is. So anything that he offers to the people, you should not trust it. Look at him. He look like a fucking clone. He don't even look real. He look like a reptilian. And y'all let this cracker come on this internet and tell y'all that the vaccine was a mandate and that you should get it and it was safe. And now that all these people are dying, nobody can go back and sue. And his ass is on trial pleading the fifth. Let's get into it.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color's the carpet in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know. as the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more. Brown versus Walker, 1896. When he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege. You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people. What day of the week is it today? Well, nothing says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
We read that.
It is time for my mazel of the.
So
No, if she got the flu for 14 days, she's as protected as anybody can be, because the best vaccination is to get infected yourself.
And
So if she really has the flu, she definitely doesn't need a flu vaccine, because it's the most potent vaccination is getting infected yourself.
This is an ongoing question, and we've had ever-evolving opinions from you, Dr. Fauci. Currently, antibody surveys show that 80% of children, approximately 80% of children, have had COVID, and yet there are no guidelines coming from you or anybody in the government to take into account their naturally acquired immunity. So when we look at this, we wonder, why you seem to really embrace basic immunology back in 2004, and why you seem to reject it now.
Well, I don't reject basic immunology, Senator. A vaccination following infection gives an added extra boost. And that film that you showed, I believe that was when someone called in who had had a reaction to a vaccine and asked me through a telephone in the interview if they should get vaccinated again. Reuters fact check looked at that and said Fauci's 2004 comments do not contradict his pandemic stance.
Actually, words don't lie. If you look at the words behind me, we can go over them a little bit at a time. She doesn't need it because the most potent vaccination is getting infected to yourself. You decry, and people decry vaccine hesitancy. It's coming from the gobbledygook that you give us. You're not paying attention to the science. The very basic science is that previous infection provides a level of immunity. If you ignore that in your studies, if you don't present that in your committees, you're not being truthful or honest with us.
I wrote the chapter in the textbook of medicine.
Is it
on fundamental.
Do any of the guidelines for vaccines from the government include previous infection as something to base your decision making on with vaccines? Do any of the guidelines involve previous infection? That's why you're ignoring previous infection, because it doesn't involve any of the guidelines. And furthermore, we've been asking you, and you refuse to answer, whether anybody on the vaccine committees gets royalties from the pharmaceutical companies. I asked you last time, and what was your response? We don't have to tell you.
Right.
We've demanded them through Freedom of Information Act. And what have you said? We're not going to tell you. But I tell you this, when we get in charge, we're going to change the rules, and you will have to divulge where you get your royalties from what companies. And if anybody in the committee has a conflict of interest, we're going to learn about it. I promise you that.
No, if she got the flu for 14 days, she's this.
So what they were arguing here is Dr. Fauci, in a case in the early 2000s, I think it was 2004, somebody called in with the flu and asked if they already had the flu, should they get the vaccine? Fauci said in that case in 2004 that the best vaccination is actually getting the flu. So basically he told the guy who called in, you don't need the vaccine because if you have the flu, that's better than actually getting the vaccine. Well, then if we fast forward to 2020 and COVID, he first started saying, not him, but they first started saying on the internet that getting COVID would be the best way to fight it. Then it flipped from that to, in order to fight it, there's only one way, and that's through the vaccine. So now these lawyers and attorneys are asking him, why did the rhetoric change from the flu in 2004 to COVID in 2020? And he's trying to make it seem like it didn't change, but it did. Because if getting the flu is better than getting the vaccine, then getting COVID is better than getting the vaccine. But you didn't say that to the people. You lied and told the people that they had to get the vaccine in order to fight this flu or COVID, knowing good and well that getting COVID was the best way to fight it. But he's lying on the stand. He's pleading the fifth, and he's not really lying. He's kind of going around the truth in a way, and he's doing this on the stand so that he's not held responsible. Oh, and by the way, did y'all hear that he was talking about the people at the pharmaceuticals get kickbacks? They get paid money. I told y'all, allegedly, I told you guys, hospitals were getting kickbacks whenever you got a COVID vaccine. Not nurses for sure. Doctors were getting kickbacks every time you got a vaccine because Big Pharma was making it, they were incentivizing these hospitals to give you the vaccine. And because you trust these people in the white coats and you automatically assume that they have your best interests at heart, you believed when they told you that the vaccine was the better way to fight this thing. And it was not. It was not. It was not at all. As a matter of fact, the vaccine has done more damage than good. There are so many people all over America that are fighting with things coming from that vaccine. They have people who dealing with not only physical issues, but physical health issues, mental health issues. You're not going to tell me that vaccine didn't send people fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't give a damn. Nobody's going to make me not believe that that vaccine didn't cause mental health issues in a lot of people in America. I swear to God, sometimes I be looking around, especially in 2022, 3, 4. I used to be thinking I was in a freaking Twilight Zone. I used to be like, what is going on? So we hadn't even figured out all of the bad things that's going to come from this vaccine, because there's going to be a lot of bad things come from it. And Dr. Fauci literally put it to the universe and to the world and made it seem like this was the best recourse to fight this COVID thing. And mind you, they gave us COVID. So they gave us the disease and then turned around and gave us the vaccine. And it's a double whammy to kill us. Y'all, Black America, listen to me and listen to me good. There's another pandemic that's going to come. I don't know when it's going to come, but it's coming. This ain't the first one. There's going to be another one. And they're not going to change the script on this thing. They're going to do the exact same thing over again. And they're going to rely on people's ignorance, meaning you don't remember. And also, even if you do remember, you don't fully understand what happened. So you're going to be more inclined to go right back again. Now, see, this time it may not be a shot. This time they might tell y'all they're going to put chips in your hands or shit like that. Or a chip in the back of your neck. Hey, you can't fly out of the country unless you get a chip in the back of your neck. And watch these niggas. Chip me up, Doc. Chip me up. Because them niggas trying to say I got a trip. I'm supposed to be going on a cruise in July. And them niggas, they knew I already paid for my cruise. Chip me up, Doc. And y'all going to... Stop me when I start lying. That's what's going to happen. Oh, y'all ain't gonna be able to go. If you don't have a chip in your neck, you ain't gonna be able to go to the club. Chip me up, Doc. That's what they gonna do. That's what they always do. That's what they did in 2020. And they're gonna do it over and over and over again, hoping that people don't remember and people don't understand and put the 2 and 2 together. Black America don't fall for that. Don't y'all fall for that. Do not fall for that. That was a trick. Dr. Fauci is a demon. He's probably not even a human being. So he didn't give a damn how many people died. He probably is a eugenics. I believe he's a eugenics. And I believe that he don't want us to live. So there it goes. And who was the main people they introduced this shit to? Us. Y'all remember Juvenile vaxxed that thing up? I'll never forgive that bitch ass nigga for that. Him or what's the girl? Mia X. I will never forgive y'all bitch asses for that. Because in New Orleans, they started off saying that they was going to give you a $20 gift card. Then it went from a $20 gift card to they were saying they was going to get them niggas free crawfish. And then after the free crawfish wasn't working how they wanted, then they had Juvenile and Mia X come on the thing and say, vax that thing up. I'll never forget it. Piss me smooth off. I will never forget it. And it worked. OM, it worked. People was literally going to get a vaccine because them hoes was out there hollering, vax that thing up. I'll never forgive them for that shit. Never. Period. And I know why they did it, for a check. And let me say this too, and I'm not trying to be nasty, but Mia X got cancer right after that. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let me read a couple of super chats. She did. She got cancer right after that. She did. Almost died. Yes, she did. And if you think I'm lying, go on her page. I ain't lying. She got cancer right after that. I don't know if it's connected, but I ain't gonna lie. I was like, because I'm pretty sure they came to y'all with a bag and said, do this Vax That Thing Up song. And because y'all wanted the money, I'm pretty sure y'all went and vaxxed that thing up. Yes, you did. It wasn't about nothing but money. I don't believe y'all believed that shot was real. It was about money. The people came to y'all with a bag, Juvenile and Mia X. They came to y'all with a bag and told y'all we got a huge bag for y'all to make a Vax That Thing Up song. And y'all did that. And then Mia X got cancer. Let's move on. Nicole Smith, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I would sell that house to my mama for $1. Oh, you talking about the black lady who her boyfriend's friends trying her boyfriend's family trying to take the house. That probably is a good idea. Because ain't it like if you sell it to your mama or something? I don't know. I'll put it in. Well, yeah. Well, can she do that? No, I don't think she could do that because they still have the right on the house. She would have to consult the children to even sell it. So she can't. That's crazy. Thank you, Nicole Smith. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't think she'll be able to sell the house because if the children have a stake or a claim on the house through the boyfriend, then she can't sell it without their permission. So she would be screwed either way. K1820, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, boo. Soylent Green with human remains. Oh, yeah, it sure was in that movie They Live. Soylent Green was human. It sure was, because it was like a cycle. They would get the people to get so depressed that they would want to die, and they would turn the dead bodies into the Soylent Green. And the Soylent Green is what they use to feed the people. You ain't lying. I forgot. You absolutely right. Thank you, K1820. That's what they doing now. With them fast food restaurants and them Asian restaurants, they feeding y'all dead people. Allegedly. Thank you so much, Miss Bible Cooks. Thank you so much for the super chat. And most importantly, thank you so much for making it rain. You didn't have to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you so much, Miss Bible Cooks. That's how you say, yeah, Miss Bible Cooks. Thank you so much. She says, hi, boo. I've been off the internet for a few months. Clear my mental. During my break, I was grounding, meditating, and praying. I focused on my mental and learned so much about myself while grounding and meditation. On August 2nd, I will be 4 months sober. Thanks. OMG! Congratulations!
We did it. We did it, Joe.
OM!
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Congratulations, Miss Bible Cooks is 4 months sober. I am so happy to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And these are the miracles of grounding and meditating. People think that I'm crazy when I tell them the things that come from meditation and grounding. They think I just be talking out the side of my neck, but I swear to God, it has mental health abilities, not abilities, but it has mental health positive recourses and physical health as well. I'm telling you, it happened to me. It worked. Plugging your feet, grounding is literally like plugging your feet into a charger, and the earth is one big ass charger. That's all that is. I promise you. Thank you so much for coming up here and sharing that. And thank you for the super chat even more. And congratulations on being 4 months sober. That is huge. I appreciate you, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I love hearing stories like that, bro. I watched what it did for me. That's why I come on the internet and tell y'all to do it. I just know what it did for me. And if any of y'all think I'm lying, go look at an old video of me of last year, this time last year, and then come back today. All of this happened through grounding and meditating. Go look up an old video of Vu from last year and then come back and look at me today. Look in July of 2025, last year, and then come back and look at me today. All of that's from grounding and meditating and prayer. No cap. I stand by it, I stick by it, and I will always stick by it. I recommend it to everybody. Thank you, bubbly Glamourista for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, my Pisces husband watch you all the time and comments often. I asked him, when is he going to become a member? Like the church people say, I know that's right. Tell him become a member. You might as well. You on here. Thank you so much, beautiful. And shout out to you and your husband for your support. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You might as well become a member for husband. You might as well. Naturally Beautiful, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, I flew past the popo one time during 100. I pulled myself over because I knew I was wrong. LOL, don't forget you got to watch. Oh, yeah, Supercell. I definitely need to watch that. Supercell, thank you so much. But yeah, girl, you know one time you could speed and ain't have to worry about the cops? COVID. See, during COVID, them police were so scared. You could sell coochie in front of police. You could do 200 miles an hour in front of police. You could sell drugs in front of police. You could kill a nigga in front of police. He was so scared to arrest you for COVID. All the criminals had a gay old time during COVID. That's all I'm going to say. The criminals was lit during COVID. Grandcaster 832, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I appreciate your commentary on Dr. Fauci. I awaited your feedback on this one. I saw this hit the news cycle. Thanks, Lady Vu. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Thank you. And Startees Lawson, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm happy I never got the vaccine. Me too. And you know what's crazy? When I was losing my career, and I don't want quotation fingers on the career because it was a real career. But when I was losing my career, I was thinking, I ain't gonna lie, part of me was like, shit, just go get it. But then I was like, man, fuck all that. You done already said what you said. You got to stand on it. So I did. And I'm honestly, best decision I ever made in my life. Thank you so much. And Daisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, vaccine equals virus. Facts. Thank you so much. Now let's get back into the show. All right, they want us to believe that vaccine had the virus in it, girl. They was giving us all kinds of stuff. I don't know what the hell that was. We don't know what was in that vaccine, but whatever it was, it killed a lot of people. Let's move on. Now, I want to get into, hold on. Importing Africans, I think. That's where I'm going to go. Hold on. Y'all like the video. Let's get into these Britons coming to America and seeing things that they don't see in London. Let me say this. I visited London. Cool place, okay? Very cool place. But they don't have a lot of the amenities that we have here in America. For instance, they don't have ceiling fans. The wall sockets. They don't have wall sockets in their bathrooms. No. I'm trying to think of what else they don't. They don't use towels when they wash their ass. I know that's different, but a lot of things that we take for granted here in America, they don't have in Europe. And the reason being is because, remember, I've come on this internet before and I told y'all, I said, hey, Black America, we literally are the progenitors of this world. I told y'all that the Most High told us, it wasn't Adam and Eve. That's a representation of man and woman. The Most High told us, Black America, he said, hey, y'all, I need y'all to go across the earth, be fruitful, and multiply. What did that mean? He needed us to go across the world and offer civilization to a people who didn't have it. This is why you hear stories about people in Africa learning how to bathe. This is why you'll hear stories about people in Europe learning how to bathe. Now, the stories are full of crap because they'll make it seem like an African taught the Europeans how to bathe. But if we look at 2026, who are the cleanest group of melanated people on this earth? Meaning, who are the people who pride themselves on their bathing? That's us. So that means Africans didn't teach nobody shit. It was you, Black America. You're the person who went around and taught the world how to wash their ass. Not only did you teach them how to wash their ass, you created the tub, you created the shower, you created soap, you created toothpaste, you created all of these things to assure that you keep your body clean. As a matter of fact, Black America uses this quote all the time. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Put a 3 in the chat if you ever heard that. The quote is, cleanliness is next to godliness. Put a 3 in the chat if you ever heard that quote. I know I have. All of these things that we do just random, that we do and we take for granted, are amenities that the rest of the world are not privy to. And the fact of the matter is, the reason why we're privy to these things is because, number one, we're the Most High's chosen people. We're the closest to him more than any other group of people on this earth. We closer to him than the African. We closer to him than any other melanated group of people on this earth. We don't have to use a third party to reach the Most High. We have a direct line. It's kind of like we his favorite children. Does that make sense? Whereas the other kids got to make an apartment or they got to go through a third party to reach God. God told us, Black America, except y'all don't have to do that. Anything you need, you can come to me directly. Okay? So because of that, we are made in his image and also in his likeness. That means everything that the Most High can do, you can do it too. So if the Most High can perform miracles, you can do it too. And I know that sounds ignorant because people on earth think that that's crazy. That's some biblical shit. We can't perform no miracles, and that's why you can't do it, because you don't believe that you can. Okay? Now, all of this is said because Black America don't understand the role that we play in the world as a whole. See, because we've been indoctrinated to believe we're just some lowly slaves off of a boat from Africa, and we don't have no identity, and we trying to figure it out, and we've gone through many reclassification numbers and things of that nature, or reclassifications, and we still lost. That's the reason they tell you that and indoctrinate your head with that, is so that you'll never know and you'll never wake up to realize that you're the reason why all of this shit is possible. Oh yes. Black America, the world is nothing without you. This is why all of the world runs to America and not the other way around. This is why everybody from all over the world has a dream to come to America, not because of the cracker. See, the cracker is like our glorified supervisor here, because we're asleep now and we don't understand that they really not in charge, that we're really in charge. We allow them, whether we want to say it or not, we allow them to be our glorified supervisors. So now the white folks is the supervisor over America because we're asleep and we don't know that we own the place. And because they're the supervisor of America, they make the world believe that they're the ones who created everything over here. A white person ain't create a fuck thing in America. Everything in America was created by Black Americans. Do you hear me? I'm going to say it one more time. A white person ain't create a fuck thing in America. Everything in America was created by Black America. Okay? Only thing the white boy did was come over here and put his name on it. That's it. If you want an example of that, think about the old story they used to tell us about when we used to create patents and the slave owner would go in and hurry up and put his name on it and say, because you a slave and you can't own nothing, I'm going to say it's mine. Okay, that's the same thing they did with America. They came in and said, I'm going to put my name on it because you sleep and you don't know that this really your house. So I'm going to come in, occupy your house, put my name on the deed and make everybody in the neighborhood, the world, think that this my shit. And because we're still knocked out sleep, we walking around sleepwalking like the Walking Dead, don't realize that these crackers is lying, telling the world that they created this shit, but this really come from us. Now, Great Britain or London, England, whatever, these people come to America and they see stuff that they've never seen before. Because in Europe, they don't have these things. I've visited Europe a couple of times, okay? The things that we have in America, they don't have over there. And the reason being is because we're the one who created them. I want to show y'all this video of these people coming into America and the things that they're noticing, the things that they're so shocked by, like the ceiling fan or having an outlet in the bathroom. These are luxuries that are only in America because we made them. Let's get into it.
Oh my God.
Here are the things about American houses that I realized that just make sense. They have food grinders in their sinks, just like the movies.
The doors are humongous here. You know how in European houses you can put your towel on the door?
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
Fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
Wait. You have sockets in your bathroom. What is this? What is this all about?
I think you could power a small army with the amount of plug sockets you have in a house in America.
Look how big this fridge is. It's got like a huge double door with a huge tray at the bottom.
This is an American fridge, and it's as big as my arms.
First of all, an ice machine in every fridge. I wish it so bad that we had it, but we don't. Screens on the window?
Walk-in closets in every house. She's a mess, but genius.
Air conditioning.
Every single house has a pantry. In England, we would just put all of this in our cupboards.
These amazing taps that just do it all.
Okay, this is me outside the washing machine, and this is me getting in the washing machine. This is how big it is, okay?
There's a TV attached outside of the house, so you don't have to sit inside to watch TV. You can also just sit outside. pan to my right, there's a plane driveway. If you go around there, there is a runway. A runway where planes take off and people just park their planes.
If I'm cooking and it's hot in here, for example, and I want to open the window, well, guess what? I don't have to worry about any bugs coming in because there's a screen. And this is as standard on pretty much every house.
You're telling me that in America, you only have one tap for hot and cold, huh?
Crazy, right?
But I've got to tell you, it's genius, and I think it is brilliant. I don't know why we don't have it in the UK.
When British tourists imagine an American house, they usually picture something straight out of a Hollywood movie. A big front porch, a white picket fence, a huge driveway, but nothing prepares them for what's actually inside. Because once they step through the front door, the surprises just keep coming. A fridge that makes its own ice, a garbage disposal hidden inside the kitchen sink, walk-in closets bigger than some British bedrooms, massive washing machines and dryers, ceiling fans built into the lights. Drive-through convenience may be famous, but many visitors quickly realize the convenience doesn't stop outside the house. Even the smallest details leave British tourists asking the same question. Why don't we have this back home? Many expected American homes to be bigger. What they didn't expect was just how practical they were, from window screens that keep insects out while letting fresh air in, to pantries designed to...
Every single thing that these Brits found in America was created by Black Americans. The refrigerator, the garbage disposal, the screen, everything that these Brits are coming here and finding odd or finding crazy, we made it. Do y'all understand that? Remember, you got to understand what's going on here. We literally are being occupied. I ain't gonna say, we're being occupied by an enemy who's cosplaying as the owners and the real progenitors of us. And that's not the truth. We are the reason why this is only in America is because we made it. The things that we take for granted, the things that we think is common and regular is things that people would kill for all over the world. And it's regular to us because, listen, Black America, y'all ever heard those stories about how Black Americans, or they used to say we came from kings and queens? The reason why they say that is because we've always lived a life of luxury. You ever heard people say Black people like wearing chains and golds and all that stuff because it make them feel like they was a king back when they was in Egypt? That was us. We've always lived better than the rest of the world. Always. Not because we're better, we are, but that's not why. We created it. Everything we have here in America that the world enjoys, we created it. We did that. Not the cracker. We did that. And this is why they spend a lot of money and effort in telling you a slave from Africa. Because God forbid you recognize that, you're going to want to take over your house. You're going to want to kick them out and take over your own shit. This is why they pay the Pan-Africanists to tell you you're African. This is why they pay the schools and the churches and all these people to keep putting in your head that you're a slave from Africa so that you won't know that you're the real reason why any of this is possible. Please know this, Black America. Please, if you don't know nothing else, you are way more than you give yourself credit for. Everybody around us know who we are. You're the only people who don't. Please be advised, the things that you create, the things that you take for granted are huge across the world. This is why I tell people who are creatives now, even if you're putting together paper clips, put that shit out. Because the things that we take for granted, like flushing toilets, is fucking gold to people all over the world. And because we take them for granted, we don't even realize that we created them. We don't even realize that we own these things. Okay, Black culture is more than just our music. It's more than our hair. It's more than our language. Black culture is what the world has and knows as civilization. Okay, now let's move on. It really is civilization. That's Black culture, Black American culture. Now, I want to get in on these Africans. Remember, I told y'all the Nigerians were put in America to replace us. What they wanted, I told y'all, what they wanted is for us to perpetuate the culture and the Nigerians and the Ghana people to get the credit. They wanted us to be the ones be the slaves while they live high off of our hog. Okay? Everything that we do, our culture, our dance, our language, our food, our music, everything that we do, they want us to continue to do it and we get nothing. And then they want the Africans, the Nigerians and the Ghanaians, they want them to come in and reap all the benefits. This is why Africans are buying all of our shit up all over America. Everything we've ever had that was anything, the Africans are coming in and buying it because they want to replace us with them, but they can't. See, they like to say that the Nigerians is a good replacement, but they are not. They're clone babies. They can't be. They're not creative. They just like the cracker. They don't create nothing. Just like the white folks, Nigerians don't create anything. This is why they don't have running toilets in Nigeria today. But they need us to be ignorant to the Africa thing so that we can say we're African and the Nigerians could be our new boss. Because, you know, the white folks is going extinct. So they want the Nigerians and the Ghana people to be our new bosses. And in order for that to happen, we have to buy into the fact that we're from Africa. Okay? But that's not true. We're all American. We all come from right here. Our motherland is under our feet. Okay? Now, why is this important? Look at this clear man literally tell y'all how they were going to use the Africans to replace us. This is called I call it the African replacement theory. They were going to use them to replace us. Check it out. The white boy is going to tell you everything I just said.
Affects African Americans in a very interesting way, which is actually both the universities and the corporate employers are literally, this is true, they literally import Africans so that they don't have to hire African Americans because they still count as black. There was a great story. The thing that woke me up to this, there was a story in the New York Times 20 years ago about Harvard. This is Harvard admits, black students, but which ones? Back when the New York Times could talk about these things honestly. And it quoted actually Henry Louis Gates and Lonnie Guinier at the time at Harvard Law School, basically observing that African Americans were not benefiting from affirmative action because Harvard had figured out that they could import Nigerians. Right. And again, it's just like, great. The Nigerians are great. They're very smart. They're very productive. It's fantastic. All other things being equal, you'd like to have as many of them in your country. But like, is that really why we're doing, the set aside programs?
So he spoke about affirmative action and how basically they used the Nigerians to replace us. And it worked because they're black. Remember, I told y'all at some point that term black gonna have to go too. So they put us under the term black. I told you black, African, people of color, all of those are terms that they call us so that everybody else can eat off of us. So if they allow Nigerians in and have them identify as black, they can give them all of our resources. They can give them all of our set-asides. And that's exactly what they did. Now, the Nigerians got these resources and set-asides, and they put their ass on their shoulders. They started running around telling Black America that we lazy. Put a 3 in the chat. Them motherfuckers started running around on the internet saying that Black Americans are lazy, we are Okadas, we're different, and they started feeling themselves because the white boy was giving them our set-asides. But it's about the replacement theory. They want us to be the ones to put in all the work and give them all of our benefits and set-asides the same way with affirmative action. Like the white boy said, yeah, the Nigerians are smart, yeah, they're intelligent, but what is it that they can't replace us? It is virtually impossible to replace us with that African. Now, the only way we can get the African out of our shit is for us to do our genealogy and disconnect from Africa. We don't have no connection to Africa. And if you think I'm lying, carry your ass on the trip over there and get off the plane. And you come back and tell me what the connection was. You ain't got no connection over there. I said it yesterday. The motherland is under your feet. The motherland is identified by the land where your mother's mother's mother is buried. And that's right here in America. Y'all better get off of that. I'm telling you, them Nigerians, they trying to replace us. Disconnect from Africa immediately. You ain't got no connection over there nowhere. And this is a perfect segue into this next clip. The 5 civilized tribes. If you're doing genealogy, don't be looking for your people to automatically be in the 5 civilized tribes, because remember, that's another play that they did on us. They had our people go from Indian to Negro and told the ones who were Negro, if you wanted to be identified under the 5 civilized tribes, you had to do this, and this. But it was all a play. It was a way to erase us out of it and put the $5 footlong in it, put the Native American in it, and the cracker in it. So when y'all doing genealogy, please don't be looking for them Cherokee, Choctaw. What's the 5 civilized? Cherokee, Choctaw. Hold on. That's the most popular ones. Name the 5 civilized tribes.
The 5 civilized tribes consist of the Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Muskogee, also known as Creek, and Seminole nations.
These are the last 5 of Native American or Indian tribes that they left, and they only told us that if we wanted to keep our Indian identity, we would have to go apply for this. And the mass majority of us were denied. They literally refused us in any of these roles for these tribes, okay? Now, a lot of us have heard our grandparents say we Choctaw, we Creek, we Cherokee, and that is true. But what I'm telling you is on paper, it may not look like that because they were doing paper genocide. The whole purpose of creating the 5 civilized tribes was to take us out of it and put them in. Let's get into this young lady to speak about this.
What if I told you that the reason we can't find our family members on the 5 civilized tribes because their application got rejected? And what if I told you that tens of thousands of these rejected applications are sitting in a vault, underground, carved 700 feet into solid granite, nuclear blast resistant, and inaccessible to the public, along with other crucial family records that are tied to this land? This is only for educational and informational purposes only. Anything I say in this video is backed by historical documents. Do your own research and use your own discernment. This is not misinformation. This is history through another lens. Yes, our families could have applied to be citizens of the Creek, Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, and Seminole tribes. These applications were submitted during the Dawes Commission process of 1896. What's in these rejected applications? These files are extremely valuable because they contain things like sworn testimony, witness statements, tribal affiliation claims, family trees, place of residence, sometimes ancestry that goes back generations. They are much more detailed than the later Dawes rolls. People who applied for tribal citizenship often appeared there first, and they're under the intruders list, rejected enrollment process, and Dawes Commission testimonies. The word intruder does not necessarily mean they didn't have any indigenous ancestry. It just means that they wasn't recognized by the tribal government as citizens.
So they started, hold on.
Applications from the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Muskogee area office.
So they started calling us when we applied. Mind you, we the real Indians. And they came up and created this 5 civilized tribes. And they told us, unless we are a part of the 5 civilized tribes, you will no longer be called Indian. Now you're Negro. So you cannot identify with your tribes. Mind you, the 5 civilized tribes did absorb a lot of smaller tribes as well. So now we go down to apply for what's rightfully ours. They kick us out of it and tell us that we can't do it and called us intruders. So when you see the word intruders, they're talking about us, but they called us intruders because according to them, we hadn't been accepted to the 5 civilized tribes.
This ancestry, it just means that they wasn't recognized by the tribal government as citizens. Applications from the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Muskogee area office relating to enrollment in the 5 civilized tribes under the Act of 1896. Letters sent and letters received and other documents. Look at the dates: 1874, 1907, 1859 to December 1884. Where are they located? Once again, Granite Mountain Record Vault. Many of those rejected applications ended up on those microfilm sets, and historians and archivists estimated there were tens of thousands of these applications submitted during the enrollment process for the 5 civilized tribes. Unfortunately, many of those films ended up in this vault, the world's most secure buildings, the Granite Mountain Records Vault in Salt Lake City, Utah. This vault is ran by Family Search. Facts about the Granite Mountain Records Vault: the vault is located under 700 feet of solid mountain stone. The majority of occupied space is dedicated to family history records. And the vault is owned and operated by the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints through FamilySearch.org. Today, the LDS Church claims to have the records of over 12 billion deceased people, some going all the way back to the 1st century CE. Data collectors on 220 teams in 45 countries, along with hundreds of thousands of Mormon volunteers, are digitizing millions of paper records, photos, microfilms, and more. By 2014, the church records were 32 times the size of data recorded by the U.S. Library of Congress. What are we doing here? The total number of unreleased records in the Granite Mountain Records Vault is not publicly available, but the vault contains more than 3.5 billion images across 2.5 million rows of microfilm and 1 million microfiche, according to newscaribbean.churchofjesus.org.
Y'all understand what she's saying?
The unreleased status refers to records that have not yet been digitized and made available online through the Church Family History website. And here, It's how it looks from the outside.
So all of our records, so there are records, thousands upon thousands of records of our ancestors applying to the 5 civilized tribes. Let me give y'all the backstory of what she's saying. So when they were changing our status from Indian to Negro, a lot of us was like, but we're not Negroes, we're Indians. So let's say, like, for instance, my family come from the Suma tribe. Okay, that's on my mama's side. My family come from the Suma tribe. So let's say my people was in 1896 and they literally said there's no more such thing as a Suma tribe. You got to only be a part of the 5 civilized tribes or you'll have to be a Negro. My family probably was like, oh no, we ain't no Negroes. We Suma people. So I would rather be a Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Muskogee, or Seminole than to be a Negro, because at least that still makes me an Indian. At least I can still maintain who I am and my identity. But the thing is, that was a play. The whole reason for them doing that is so that all of these Indians or Negroes can now be forced to be called Negro. So these people put their applications in and applied to be part of the 5 civilized tribes, and these people basically just put their paperwork on the side and denied them. So hundreds of thousands of our ancestors applied to be in part of the 5 civilized tribes, and they were denied. Not only were they denied, the applications were then buried in a vault underground. This is a picture of it. She says the Church of Jesus Christ and a bunch of Mormon volunteers. I need y'all to understand what I'm saying. The Church of Jesus Christ and a bunch of Mormon volunteers volunteered to digitize the records. We know what that means. Volunteered to digitize the records, but yet and still, we don't have any access to any of these records because they're underground in a vault. Now, if we African, why would they be hiding that? If we Africans that had an ethnogenesis and we mixed in with the Native Americans, why would they hide that? Genuine question. Why wouldn't they show us that? Because remember, we had an ethnogenesis. If what they are telling us is true, we had an ethnogenesis, we Africans, and we came off a boat, and then we mixed in with the Native Americans and maybe some crackers, and then we became the Negro, and we had this. Why would they hide that from us? Because it's not true. Nothing. When you think about that whole story, it doesn't make common sense. It's not true, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. None of that is true. What's true is the stuff that they're hiding in the vaults underground. That's the truth. That's why they're hiding them in vaults. That's why the Mormon church has the reins over our information. Did y'all know that the Mormon church has all of our documents and we don't even know it? Yes, they in charge of all of our shit, and they keep telling us that we from Africa. Black America, do your genealogy, please. It ain't gonna cost you much. I swear to God, you and your lineage will thank you. You will be so glad that you started your genealogy. I'm talking about in hundreds of years, your family will thank you. Please become the hero in your family and do start the genealogy. I swear to God, on my soul, your family and your bloodline will remember you for generations upon generations upon generations. You will go down in history as the person in your family that saved your bloodline. Please start your genealogy. Please. I ain't getting nothing from telling y'all to do that. Start your genealogy. Okay? And shout out to everybody for sending us jewels. Y'all know we got Educational Friday coming up here in about an hour or so. Make sure y'all pull over for that. Thank you so much, KBen4155 for the super chat. Says Buddha's natural hair journey is rough, especially on human. I know. Trust me. On human and rainy days, but I'm staying with you. Hashtag natural hair. Hey, man, I know why you think I be putting these head scarves and these hats on. Girl, I look like James Evans Jr. under this hat. I know exactly what you're talking about. I look like James Evans Sr., girl. Don't worry about it, though, Fat. Joy comes in the morning. We gonna go through the rough part tonight, but joy comes in the morning. We'll have the last laugh. We natural hair, team natural all the way down to the ground. I swear to God, we won't regret it. We just going through our little rough patch, okay? With that being said, though, I love y'all. Shout out to B Dreads for the super chat. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all do research on everything we spoke about today. And always, please pay it forward. Talk to somebody else and give them the information and let them roll it. And also, let's have the conversations about genealogy, please. I love y'all. See y'all later on this evening or sometime this weekend at the Dollhouse. Peace. Oh, be back here Monday for the morning Joce. We do this Monday through Friday. Love y'all. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up! Come on, Blaze up!
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.